Mr. Bob, thank you so much. Come up, guys. 4 million in the house, make a love shut out. Thank you so much, 4 million. 5 million. Do you want to come up, guys? Yeah, progress.
Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, everyone. Don't close your. Open your phone. You can echo.
Got an echo.
Yeah.
Let me see. I thought it turned. Not here. Everything's turned off on.
Lumites. Okay, no more. Ems, good evening, Sisi.
M's, hey, M's.
Mabuti, mabuti.
Birdie.
Ik- ikaw, Sisi, kumusta? Hi, everyone. Come up, come up.
So, what's going
Oh,
on
Sisi,
this
hindi ka ba
morning
nag-live?
on the other side of the world?
Going on is too bad. Inside the word, it's bad.
Yeah. Spend the most of the morning trying to fix my phone.
Fix your
Everything
phone.
seems to go to voicemail. I didn't hear your phone call.
Sasola, you're still awake. Good evening,
Yes,
Ems.
Zola.
Come up, everyone who you want to come up, join us here and we're gonna chat. Yeah, changing conversation.
Constantly changing conversation.
What is camera? It's bad. Open it. Okay. Why is midnight already? Why is midnight already? What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already midnight. We're still awake.
Well, you got
It's still early here, my dear. For
15 more
us,
minutes before midnight.
for that Philippines 7 o'clock, you already sleep. How to make this wow? Come up, guys. Mr. Bob, 3 million dollars make a love chat.
It's like about 8 in the morning where Bob's at, 8:43. 10:43 here, a.m.
Patulog pa lang. Oh, come up. You warm up your voice first before you go into bed.
Put the lung. I'm gonna sing a song, hun.
You sing a song?
Not me. I'm asking you. Don't worry. You turn the question around on me.
Tulog pa lang. Patulog pa lang. Sing a song, bro.
No, don't even think about it. Mm. Too early in the morning for me to be singing. A pot of coffee before I'm still half asleep.
You're going back to sleep?
No, I said I'm still a half asleep.
Why?
You say I
You
was
are only
going,
going. You are only going on the bed. Then why?
I'm still half asleep.
Yeah, drunk. Everyone, 4 million in the house make a lot that helps. Thank you so much, guys. Sing a song.
You're the singer. I come here to listen to you
Mr. Bubs,
sing. That,
come up. Ace, Mr. Bob, come up. Bring your coffee here. Upo kayo.
yeah,
Salamat.
got my
Okay,
coffee.
Ace.
Well, I broke my winch there, Bob.
Why you broke?
My
What went wrong?
winch.
What did you do? What did you do?
I broke it.
What did you do then? Why you broke it?
I didn't break it on purpose. The spindle of one of the sides broke off of. Guess I got it wound too tight on one side and it broke off. I'm gonna send it back. Let me get another one. Bill gave it to me, so I gotta take it over to his house. Take pictures of it and send it to the company that got it from. Got a load of wood in the back of my truck I need to unload. Took it over to Bill's house, split it up. He got a log splitter. Makes splitting logs easy. Did that yesterday. digging up a stump there, Bob? Get your come along. What's going on, Steve?
Stephen Low, good evening. How are you? Thanks for coming. Thanks for dropping by here. Come up, Steve and Mr. Bob.
Cherry tree stump.
Cherry, cherry tree stump. What is the cherry tree?
Yeah, I still got a bunch of logs out in the woods behind my house. I gotta try to drag up, but I don't guess I'll be doing that since I broke my winch. Yeah, I have to mow the yard here pretty soon.
What? What do you say? What do you say?
See, I'll have to mow the yard here pretty soon sometime.
Oh.
Got my stiff.
Joselia in Hong Kong. Mega mega nag shout out. Good evening, Joselia. Hold on,
Hey,
I'm going to take your
Gisela.
jacket. I give you a jacket. Joselia, do you want to come up, Joselia? And we'll change conversation.
You need a pin your link there, hun.
Okay. Ayan, may jacket ka na, Sisi. Puntan ko ang bahay mo. There, you've ready jacket. Thank you so much, Dave. Visiting Ulan Duno, Biratan, Dahandara. Gisela, andito ako sa iyong bahay. Are you, what, you're Filipino? Oh, you are, Indonesian? Visiting Ulondano, Biratan. Ay, you are Filipina? Ay, visiting Ulundano, Biratan, Dahandara, Iconic Gate, Bali Trip Part 1. Yeah, Filipina.
Yeah, pin your link, hun. That way people can come up when they.
Okay.
That way you don't have to drop it all the time.
The inmate, are you? What is the inmate? this? Who's this?
Uh,
Who's this?
Peter.
Mr. Peter. Oh my God, you scare me, Mr. Peter.
You're scaring the host there, Peter.
Mr. Peter.
You be scaring the white off of rice.
I,
Ah, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Come on. Oh, and of course, my laptop's decided to completely lose the use of its E key.
Oh, the
So I
E-
can't. Yeah, the E's just doesn't work.
it stuck. You spilled your coffee in on it.
No, I pulled it all apart, blew it all out, put it back together again. Still doesn't work. Ah, it's just an old laptop, man.
Same with mine. I had my new freaking keyboard. Put the USB thing.
Yes. Now that would have worked if I can find a freaking US keyboard around here. I've got a couple. Don't know where they are. Put in storage. Don't know. I've got a cordless one that I can't get working because I can't find the right dongle for it. I've got I've got plenty of keyboards with the usual round keyboard plug, but no. Do you think I can find a USB keyboard? No.
Sound like me here. Like,
Yeah.
when I'm looking for something, I can't find it. But when I'm not looking for something, I'll find everything I'm not looking for.
Yeah, well, I've got into a habit now. When I go and when I do find it, I'll pull it aside and I'll put it somewhere where it's freaking obvious.
Mm.
I can spend hours and hours trying to find something and never find it. Go and look for something else. Oh, look, there's 3 of them.
Lovely 53.
Lovely 53. Well, that's not Bob.
Now, Bob's a serial killer.
Well, I don't know. He's a serial killer. He's turning into a serial bloody fentanyl rapist.
He's a fentanyl rapist.
Serial zombie fentanyl zombie rapist. Bloody hell, Bob. Put him out of the misery. G'day, lovely.
Irving, nag-enjoy ka sa usapan natin kanina.
What?
Okay.
Translate that there, Mumsy.
I don't know, I cannot speak English now.
Why not?
I'm running out.
You're running out of English. Lucky
I'm
Popsy.
running out of English. I'm out of budget.
Okay, lucky Popsy.
How are you? Bloody hell, what kind of profile you have?
What?
That's
We make our
It's
running
Peter.
guys.
from the.
Hello,
Space
Mark.
Channel.
How are you, Mark?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Having trouble with my phone. Hell, everything goes to voicemail. I don't even hear it ringing and stuff.
So,
Yeah, I don't know. Where do you
Mark,
find that now?
don't explain it to me, Mark. I'm not your girlfriend. I'm married.
Jesus. Okay.
You don't call me anyway, there, Mumsy. I'm
Oh, never.
I'm
Why are
disappointed.
you explaining it to me?
Well,
I'm
I explained it to Peter. He had trouble
Peter.
with his E key.
Yeah, shut up, Mumsy.
Peter is your boyfriend?
Yeah, shut up, Mumsy. This is man chat.
Wait, Peter, where is your best friend? John. The
He's not my
Mr.
best friend. He's
John.
your best. He's your best friend.
He's not my beast. Oh my God,
Love,
John
make a
is my
love
beast.
shout.
He
Beast.
doesn't shave his chest for me.
Oh God, he never did
He
that
doesn't.
again. I asked him. Look.
Who are you? You were trying to get somebody. Oh yeah, poor little show. You're trying to get him naked.
What's going on in Australia, Peter?
Don't know. It's too
It's so sad. It's so sad. My heart is bleeding at the moment when I heard the news. But anyway, all my prayers.
Oh,
For
what's
what?
going on in Australia?
Sydney, yeah.
Are
But
you
you're
talking
far
about
from Sydney.
Are you talking about the priest that got stabbed with a pocket knife?
I don't know, but I've heard there was a stabbing, yeah.
Oh, there's been about 3 or 4 stabbings in the same week.
Huh? Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I've only heard, I never read it because I don't like to read bloody what's this? When it comes to news like that. I just listen and then that's it.
Oh, because you had the priest that was stabbed by some 16-year-old or 15-year-old.
Yeah.
And you had a whole bunch of people stabbed at a shopping centre.
Yeah, the shopping center. I've heard that.
The shopping centre. Well, that would make news because it's a billionaire's daughter that got stabbed to death.
And how many killed
Uh,
in the
4.
mall? Was it an amok? You know, amok. In the Philippines, we call that amok. Amok.
Going on
What's an amok?
Yeah, it's like just stop. He just loved to stop. But it says that
Oh,
the
ran amok.
killer, yeah. He
Yeah.
just stabbed the ladies or girls.
Well, the funny thing is, it must have been a very rich shopping centre
Yeah.
because, 2 of the women that got stabbed were quite famous.
Yeah.
But security guard, well, yeah, he's just collateral damage. Now, whether it's he was aiming to kill those people, whether he even did it, there was also a story that they thought it was this other guy,
Yeah.
but apparently this guy's got mental illnesses anyhow.
Yeah, I think so. That's it. That's probably the guy just escaped from somewhere.
You got to outlaw
In the
them
side
knives,
room,
man. Them butter knives are dangerous.
I know.
Imagine
They're
that
gonna.
because you don't know. You don't know the people you're into. I was scared. It's like, God, is this how easy to kill people?
Oh yeah. Look, there are stabbings. They're spouting up everywhere
Yeah, and
Oh,
here in Australia.
They had a mass shooting here in
Yeah.
Memphis, Tennessee, but you didn't hear it on the news because
They had that thing months ago where the guy has is a security guard or a copper tasered this old demented lady in a nursing home, tasered her to death because all she wanted to do was take her bread and butter knife and go and have toast for breakfast.
oh,
So this fat demented prick decided she's a threat. So
no
he's yelling,
way.
at her, put down the knife, and she's sitting there, I just wanted to go and make breakfast. Like she was 90 years old or something. So, yeah, look, it's all crazy everywhere, Mumsy.
No, because in the kitchen they're not allowed to get in. Do you know
Well,
what I
she was
mean?
telling us the dining room. She was 90 years old in an old
Yeah,
people's
but
home.
what kind of knife is that? Probably bread knife. Is not that.
Bread knife.
Yeah. If you are in a set, I don't know, but for me, you need to think what is health and safety. You know what I mean?
Hell, I'll go and get my machetes. I think that's a little bit bigger than a bread knife. God.
It's scary.
Yeah, that's why I like living way out in the middle of nowhere, avoiding all these nutters.
No,
Every time
you
I go
just-
into town, every time.
Peter, you just made an excuses, Peter. You are an antisocial.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I know it.
I hate talking to people.
It's not that you're not you hate seeing people, but you are very nosy.
Well, I'm naughty, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
But being nosy is not bad. You
I
just
know.
you just want to earn more informations, just to keep updated, just to feel that I still belong in this earth. Can you imagine you're on your own there in the middle of nowhere? Just like
What?
Mark, do you also live in the middle of nowhere?
No, I live in the middle of somewhere.
In the middle of somewhere. But Mark, I remember before you have your neighborhood next, we'll say 50 meters.
Oh, but that's too close.
And Peter, Peter, can you show me your place, please? I just want to check if you have I can see neighborhood or what. Please. What time is it there? Come on. Hey boy.
2:30 in the morning.
2:30 in the morning.
Hang on. 2:05 in
2:30
the morning.
and you are still wide awake. What are you doing
No.
right now? What? 2:30 in the morning.
Again, misconceptions. People get these weird ideas. Okay, Mumsy, I
Yes.
just woke up. I've been asleep for 6 hours.
You're like, who's that? Is it the boyfriend of Maria? What's that? He's from here. I forgot seven ways. Yeah.
Maria's boyfriend. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just say Maria's boyfriend. Maria has plenty of boyfriend in her channel. Okay.
Okay.
Hello, Maria. Shout out to you. Anyway, so seven ways he sleeps during daytime.
Well,
And
7
he
ways
is
sleeps when
awake
he
in the
can, yeah.
nighttime.
He sleeps when he can.
Yeah, but normally I've heard that he awake during the nighttime. My son just arrived and he is soaking. It's been raining the whole day.
I know I've had 2 days of it here.
Yeah, I don't know.
I went to go out and work outside yesterday, but everything's a swamp. Yeah.
I'm worried. I'm worried now because it's been raining and we have already experienced a bad flood inside our house.
Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a new floor. Yeah. But
Yep.
I keep checking outside. We'll see. Let me see. Okay, I don't see water yet.
Okay.
The pavement is still there.
Good morning.
Mumsy, to set the record
Bob!
straight.
Oh bloody hell, Bob is here. I'm scared now.
Yeah.
They're gonna eat me. Because he said to
Mumsy.
me before that Mumsy is delicious.
Mhm.
Mumsy,
Mm.
to set the record straight, I might
Yeah.
live in the middle of nowhere, but I have a lot of neighbors. I have a lot of friends here. We visit each other.
When I'll be going to believe you, Peter. Never
when you
has
stop-
happened in any of the live streaming that I've seen you with people. Actual people. I only see you with your chicken and your dog.
Okay. Well, you stick with that narrative.
Yeah. So you need to get ready, prepare yourself anytime because I want to see people.
You need to socialize more there.
I don't want you to become like
You're
Buddy.
saying that,
Do you
yeah.
know Buddy? We remember Buddy. Who's Bud? No. You know the one who keeps saying, "Oh my princess, oh my princess."
That sounds like somebody I know, Peter.
Yeah.
You will do what I tell you to do. No.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Lives in the same place. Yep.
Yeah. No. Look, it's Mumsy. Don't worry about Mumsy.
All right.
She's female, man. She loves to give orders and being Filipina.
Yeah, it's double trouble.
Where was this mass stabbing you guys were talking about? Where was this one at?
That's in Sydney.
Both of them were actually in Sydney.
Okay.
I think the priest was in Bondi. And I'm not sure where the shopping mall was. Might have been in Bondi too. I don't know. I don't watch the news.
Was it two separate people who did the stabbing, or
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, one was a 40-year-old,
Yeah.
and the other one was a 16-year-old.
Oh, that's lovely.
Peter,
Okay.
is that
I was get the
simultaneous?
16-year-old
Peter,
stabbing
is that
the other day.
Excuse me, Peter. Peter the nosy. Is that simultaneous when it happened?
Oh, within a few days of each other.
Oh, okay. Oh no, well, that's
So I
scary.
said there were 3 or 4 stabbings in that week.
It's funny
Oh,
how
yeah.
those things work out. It's not pre-planned by anybody. No.
We
Oh,
had a
I get my
shooting
reports
here
from other
in
people.
Memphis.
Hang on. So you mean to say that once you get inside to the mall, you are not being checked?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
They
don't
don't
go to
check-
malls.
They don't check anyone in the malls here, Mumsy.
Okay, neither here.
I don't know about
But in the
Australia, but
Philippines-
here
but
in
in
the
the Philippines, have you experienced that? You need
Of
to
course,
raise your arms.
of course, yeah. I've been going there for 20 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
100 million times. I've even been there during martial law 5 times. So
That's
Oh, I
scary.
saw-
Oh my God! You know what? When it happened here, one time that the mall, we saw policemen. They tried to check our bags because the time terrorist thing. Yeah,
yeah,
but they stopped. But it's scary. It's scary though.
I saw
He lives in Florida. Yeah.
I saw a video just yesterday of some residents here in Washington State. I was very proud of these guys. As some 60-something-year-old neighbor went wacko, and they called the police, and the 2 police officers showed up, and they're looking around a garage at his house because he's barricaded inside the house with a shotgun, and then he opens fire on the cops, right? And there was
my
only
God.
2 cops there because it's out in the mountains. Only 2
Yeah.
cops there, and both of them got hit, and both of them went down. I was so proud of those neighbors because some of the neighbors were veterans, and they're ready, and they handled it so well because they both grabbed the 2 cops and pulled them inside of a garage and started putting first aid on them. And that right
Yeah.
after they got the cops out of the undercover or concealment, one of the neighbors went around the corner of the garage and opened up on the old nutcase's house.
Okay.
Well,
So let me get this
well,
right.
well, let me
Hang on,
finish
is it
this. Let me
allowed?
finish.
Finish.
That's
Yeah.
not allowed. Is it allowed?
What?
No,
Yeah.
this is civilian.
These
The
two,
neighbors is a civilian,
these
yes?
2 cops just got hit with a shotgun, and they're down. And they both, and then he comes around and opens up with his Glock right through the kitchen window, keep the old guy pinned down, while 2 other neighbors across the street in their garage opened up on the guy's house with a rifle and a shotgun and kept him pinned down. You know,
It's like,
Okay,
it's
so
like
let me
there
get
is a
this right.
feeling.
So the guy's in his home.
yeah.
2 coppers come round,
hmm
and he opens up on the coppers. We don't know why he opened up on the coppers.
He had been threatening the neighbors with his shotgun,
Right.
because the neighbors were there giving a statement to the police. Why he opened up on the cops? Because he was out of his mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was out of it, because that's what the veterans who were his neighbors who saved the police officers and opened fire, and they were saying, yeah, he's threatening us with a shotgun. He's going to kill us if you know, it's on and on. The guy had just lost it. He was out of it. But I was proud of those guys. They did really well. Got the wounded out of undercover, applied first aid, and opened fire in return. Good job, guys.
Okay. Because I got a bit of a local issue. So we got a couple with and the brother-in-law in their house. 4 armed coppers come to the door, apparently, wanting to know where they're looking for a missing person, which was the brother-in-law.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden, the SWAT teams are out, and the 3 people in the house are dead.
3 people in the
This
house.
the police officers in this case didn't get to the guy's house. They were
Yeah.
at the neighbor's house around the corner of the garage, and saying, "Hey, why don't you come out?" And the guy steps out on the front porch. "I'll fucking kill all of you!" And hey, come on, put the gun down. Come outside. It was a different situation. He was already armed, and he was wacko.
Well, that's why I'm clarifying this, because these people were, of course, the coppers are running. The spokesperson for the coppers are running around going, "No, we answered a terrorist attack." Huh?
Yeah.
So they were sitting in their house, killed in their house,
Yeah.
but somehow they were the terrorists attacking the coppers that came in, 4 armed coppers. Right.
That was mishandled.
No. We get the ATF that
So it
shot
was a
a
mistake.
airport
So
executive
it was a
down,
mistake.
and
I'm sorry.
apparently they didn't turn the body cams on. Wonder
And
why.
then, before you had a chance to actually, most people didn't get a chance, but they shut down their Facebook account and their YouTube and that, so they censored all the information real quick. I managed to get hold of it, and it turns out that the brother-in-law had done a runner from New South Wales because he'd had death threats from people. He had all the information on a pedophile ring down there in the education department.
Oh,
But in
yeah.
the end, that
Right.
was
Mhm.
different.
So you tell me. You always need to know what the full story is,
Yeah.
or as good as you can get.
But Mark knows the protocol. As soon as one of your buddies goes down, you get him under cover and start first aid. I saw that on the. I was like, good for you guys, man. They right on it, man.
Yeah. Stop the bleeding, restore the breathing.
Uh-huh. Yep. But you got to get them under cover first thing. The guy shot at the 2 police officers with a shotgun, and it was buckshot. One of the buckshot pellets hit the copper in the face.
Yeah.
Knocked him off his feet, and the other cop got hit somewhere else in the body with buckshot. Yeah, man, those guys reacted just like clockwork, man. They started stuffing gauze into the wounds and all that stuff. And it was in one of the small mountain towns here in Washington State.
Wait, how close were the neighbors?
Fairly close, within shouting distance. They could see each other, and they were shouting at him, "Hey, come on out!" And then he came out with a gun apparently, and if you put the gun down, come out and talk to us and all that. And
Well, you got to wonder, are the neighbors you just took a dislike to him and created a bit of trouble that escalated, or was he a complete nutter?
he was a nutter, because there's 3 of the fathers in the neighborhood who were talking about how he's been threatening them. Yeah, I guess he was burning trash or something, and he went off on a tangent. If you call the cops, I'll fucking kill all of you. Like, okay, somebody spun out.
Because I've seen it before, where the new neighbors come into an area, especially in the low socio-economic areas, and all the neighbors gang up on this one family,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and so and they're apparently that one family who are trying to not cause any problem. They're the ones that are a problem. The neighbors throw shit through their windows. They
Yeah.
and it's like, what the fuck? Which never made sense to me, but generally it's a housing commission area, government housing.
Oh, that's a different class of people there, Peter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said low socioeconomic.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like living in EastEnders, Mumsy.
Yeah. I get ya. I got you. We have lost that in the Philippines,
Uh-huh.
waters area.
Yeah, yeah. Squatters areas are not. That's not someplace I belong.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if we still have the squatters area. Back home, we have this word squatters area.
Oh, sure, they're still around.
Oh, really? Because most of the houses now are being, most of the squatters are already demolished. They're being
we got,
Yeah.
sent to other provinces, yeah, because they wanted to put these high-rise buildings.
we've got squatters out here. They come out, they'll find an
Everywhere.
empty
The
property.
squatters people, yeah, because
Yeah.
I belong to the squatters people. We are very brave.
But they'll come out here, find an empty property, and
Yeah.
set up a tent or put their
Yeah.
caravan on there, and they stay there as long as they can.
Oh.
They're everywhere, Peter, aren't they? They're here too.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I've
especially
actually heard a rumor that there's some squatters, about 10 k's, 15 k's up the road that have been there for nearly 15 years
Mm,
because the owner lives in Sweden
Yeah.
or Switzerland or they're one of the countries overseas. He bought the block of land for us as a Skype value to his mates. I'm a bit of Australia. Worky, 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 worky.
Look at the squatters in New York City.
Well, no, apparently they've done a limit on those now, Mark. They've only got so many days, and then they've got to go and find somewhere else. We've run out of free hotels. You lot, bugger off. We got the next lot coming in.
No, what they'll do now, they'll find a vacant house or something that
Yeah.
they'll move in and
Yeah.
A bunch
yeah,
of them will
that's right.
move in.
yeah.
Similar here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's down in John's territory. All the imports we've got are coming down into Melbourne.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know.
Well,
that.
luckily, John's a bit out of the city, so he doesn't actually see too much of it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a bit out of the city.
Well,
Yeah,
apparently
but
we've
John-
had half a million bloody Africans in the last year or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll say we got 500,000. So we got like 8 million.
I know that. You've got a lot more people.
8 million since Biden's been in office.
Yeah, but it's one of those news
That's
items that doesn't get covered on the news.
Yeah.
Yours, well, the whole idea is to stir the locals up, get that whole fear porn going, get you all angry.
Now what they're trying to do is to flood these lib states with illegal aliens, get them to vote,
Oh.
and get their
That's right. Uncle Mumbles let him in, so we might as well keep him in. We still want our cousins and our relatives to come in too. Well, that's the narrative they're pushing. It's all
everybody.
crazy shit, man. It's all crazy shit.
Yep. It ain't getting any better anytime soon, is what I can see.
I look at it this way. I can see him coming.
Yeah. I seen him come about 20 years ago.
No, I can
The
see him
world
coming
is
down.
different now.
Trying to sneak through the bush on my property. I can see him. So when the zombie hordes come, man, I'm prepared. When you lot can't afford your food in the cities anymore, Mumsy,
Say it again.
when you city people can't afford to buy food anymore,
Hmm.
you'll be going out to the country to try and raid the farms.
Actually, the people is still, what's this? In the city, I could still see a lot of food just everywhere.
Yeah, you're
Like
lucky so
being
far.
so food will not be running out of food because food is the best business so far. Yeah,
Ah,
online, everything, everywhere. Food shops is just everywhere. So
mhm.
I don't think in the city you'll not get run out of food. Even in our country, we can just open the bin, find it there. There are a lot of food. Just make sure, like especially the street kids, they just run towards the Jollibee and they could see the bin there in the Jollibee and open it. Oh,
Yeah, the reason why they're packing like New York State with people
yeah.
is to increase the larger the head count of that state means you have more state representatives in
Yeah.
the House of Representatives.
Yeah.
And the news media is playing out, oh, they're horrible. We're all these in New York State, blah blah blah. But that's a Democrat-run state. So the more Democrats that they get in the House of Representatives, that means more power in
Yeah.
Washington D.C. That's the reason why they're doing this.
Yeah, that's the reason why they're doing it in a lot of states.
That's
California.
correct. Yep, Washington State too.
Yeah,
It's a
Oregon.
Democrat majority, and they want to pack more Democrats in the House of Representatives and have more power for the Democrat National Party.
Those wonderful states where you're not allowed to actually own a gun.
Yeah.
Well, you can own them. Yeah, I live in one of the most liberal states that there is. But I can own them. Yeah, I can still own them. They haven't taken that constitutional right away from us.
From what I know, New York and California are no boomsticks.
Oh no, you can have them. You can have them. Yeah.
All right.
You gotta go. You gotta jump through hoops to
Right.
win legally. I mean.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we don't have that. Well, no, most of the people gave away that right years ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, they want it to be more or less like Australia, where you need a reason to own a firearm. Yeah, that's
England, Canada, we're
yeah,
all three countries, no boomsticks. But you've got to be licensed, you've got to be registered, and you've got to be this. And again, jump through those hoops.
Where they you got to register your damn chickens nowadays. You got to register your chickens, man. Was that in
That's England.
or Oregon or California or somewhere on the East Coast? You got to register your chickens.
Well, here in Washington, I've got everything on my lot as small scale. And I make rain chains to gather rainwater, and that's illegal in Washington State. But guess who does it anyway?
Yeah.
You can pass laws all you want, but we're still going to do what we're going to do. I mean, you want to come and arrest me for gathering rainwater to water my flowers and plants? Really? You got nothing better to do than that?
Why is not allowed?
I don't know. Some communist bunch of nonsense.
Claim it's environmental crap,
Yeah.
Another excuse.
Just an excuse so you have to file for a permit to do this and have more government income and
Exactly.
hire more bureaucrats to inspect your little rain can.
Oh,
You know
that's
what I mean?
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's an income generator for the local government.
Yeah.
They were trying to tax the rain here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They came out and they went, okay, you've got that dam which is 900,000 liters. You got that dam which is 11,000, and they only calculate on the surface area.
Yeah.
So they can't calculate the depth. So, and they'll get all the little paperwork out and go, you've got 6 dams, you owe us so much money. Well, they tried that once already, and it's like, you're trying to tax us for God. God gives us the rain.
Yeah.
And you're trying to say that you've got a right to what God gives us.
Mike's
They're,
backstage.
they're actually trying again. No, people have got memories like a goldfish. They won't remember what we tried to do 20 years ago.
Oh, Lord. Yeah,
We're
right.
out in the country. We remember every time you try and screw us.
Mm-hmm.
Check your backstage, hun. Mike said he's backstage.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
and they can get away with all that shit for people in the city. But when you're out,
Okay, I'm going to keep the wife around. She said my breakfast is in the fridge. I'll keep her. No bread and water today. I don't have to starve today, Peter. It's a good day.
well, that's a good thing. Yes, I hate to see you waste away and get confused with your fentanyl zombies.
Yeah, I got to go down there and move them around a little bit. Some of them aren't moving anymore. I don't know if they're unconscious or dead. I'm not sure.
Well, if they're dead, compost.
Yeah.
Look, they're fentanyl zombies. You don't have to bring it for meat processing, mate. Yeah, they're fentanyl zombies. Nobody's going to know they're missing.
You know what? I got an organic solution. Okay, I just thought of it just now.
Mm-hmm.
I can cut that tree out because it's full of ants. I need to let the ants. Okay, I need to encourage the ants that I can throw all the bodies on there, and they can just dispose of all the unwanted parts. They'll consume it.
Yeah.
What? I tell you what, man.
You gotta watch out for your carbon footprint there, Bob.
Yeah, I'm in deep shit. The chicken farts, man. They're going to try and start taxing me on chicken farts.
The organic carbon footprint there. They can come in and tax that too.
Mm-hmm.
Decarbonize the planet. That's us. That's the trees. That's all the plants. Everything's carbon-based life form.
Everything is, yeah.
So let's get rid of all the carbon. Are you telling us you're trying to genocide us?
Mm-hmm.
No, I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say it or put it in writing, but yeah, that's what we're doing.
Bill Gates, the son of the guy that started up one of the eugenics movements.
Yeah.
Which
Margaret
later became
Margaret Sanger is eugenics. She's Planned Parenthood abortions. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And that's what I was going to say. It sort of, when they got shouted down and they disappeared, Planned Parenthood started up with a lot of those people. And Margaret Sanger was one of them.
Uh-huh.
Bill's daddy just went quiet and took all Nikola Tesla. No, that was Trumpy's daddy. Sorry. He took all Nikola Tesla stuff. He was CIA, or what was before the CIA.
Dude, Trump's dad was a German immigrant.
That was grandfather.
Oh, grandfather. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. And it turns out Ashkenazi, which is your Bolshevik, which is your Hitler's wife was Ashkenazi as well. She was a Jew. They did the DNA testing on that. It's okay. You can insult the Jews now because it's now proven that they're not Semitic. The Palestinians are actually the true Semitics. There's no Semitic blood in the Israeli population.
Well, I guess I better jump on the bandwagon and start insulting all the Jews I know.
I just pick on the Bolsheviks, the Ashkenazi Jews.
Yeah.
They're the fun ones. Biden, Trump.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pick on them too. They reckon they're, they've got dual citizenship, so they're Jewish as well as American. They wouldn't let Arnie in because he wasn't born in America. But they got you let Obama in. It's all right. He juggled his paperwork.
Well, I'll just keep growing rhubarb and
Yeah, that's what
pulling
I do.
weeds and putting away a little bit of food and water. You know.
Can I add to that shoveling puppy shit every morning?
Well, that's compost right there. Yeah, that's fertilizer.
Yes. Yeah, it takes a few days for the smell to dissipate.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I've got a palm tree where it's like nice composted around that now, and the banana patch around the corner.
Yeah.
Well, I've stopped doing the banana patch because every time I walk past it, it's like whoa. So it's
No, you
outside
got-
the.
Peter,
outside the
I gotta tell you, Peter, though, you know, I'm dumping ash around the base of one of my trees, and that lady on YouTube, oh, I don't know if that's compatible with trees. It's like
God,
cardboard and wood comes from trees, and it's just going right into carbon around the roots. Come on, stop it.
no, that's carbon sequestering. Burn it, put it back in the bloody wildlife.
Mhm.
Trees and plants suck it up. All good.
Yes, they do.
I've sequestered
All good.
carbon. I bet you the bastards don't give me money when they start doing the whole carbon tax. I bet you I don't see any money. I've got 250 acres of trees. I'm doing my bit for the planet.
Oh, then we're going to have
I'm
to tax your trees.
up.
We're going to have to tax your trees, Peter. Come on.
Yeah.
No.
Good luck trying that too.
The trees are doing environmental damage, so I say. And what I say is all the truth. I have a clipboard and I work for the government. Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about it. Well, actually, I've got a logging license.
Oh,
So
you're evil. You're evil.
I
Yeah.
know, because if anybody wants to come in and take down some trees, every sapling, I can charge the full cost of the tree, because that's potential revenue that they're destroying.
Are there any endangered trees? Because that's a perfect place to hide my bodies. You know.
Endangered trees, not that I've noticed.
Mumsy, are you still there? Mumsy?
Well,
She
she unmuted.
disappeared. Oh.
She's calculating her carbon footprint right about now.
Mumsy, I have a Pacific yew. It's an endangered tree. Do you want to come to my house and see it?
Are you insane, Bob? Remember,
Yes.
two Filipinas get together. What happens?
That's true.
You
she's gonna
die.
have to- she's gonna have to come over when the wife's not home. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. Mumsy, do you want to come and see my basement?
Okay.
I hope that rumor gets around fast. You know, I hope it does. Being a serial killer, I hope it gets around fast. You know.
Yeah, but you're not a serial killer lately. You're just a serial bloody rapist.
Well, I got to spread that syphilis around, Peter. Come on, you know, hit them and then let them go and spread it. You know.
Yeah. Can you shut up? It's 2:30 in the morning. You lot. Shh. No, that isn't a female. I tell it to be quiet, so it actually barks back at me.
Yeah, that's how they are. That's how they are. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's my coffee. Yay. Oh, look, the boys, they're all laying there quietly. No, it's the girls that are up and about.
Yeah.
She was sitting there staring at the computer. What the fuck's that?
Was she? I guess I'm speaking Doganese.
Well, it's like when I try and speak Tagalog. Yeah, can you shut up? No. Okay. Don't look. I'll get a spray ball if you don't. I have to try that on the next girlfriend. Shut up. When they start getting too lippy, I'll just spray them with the bloody with a squirt of water. Good idea.
Oh boy. At least I think it's going to be a nice day out so far.
Oh,
Yeah, we had a couple of nice days around here. Kind of sunny, little on the cool side, but still sunny.
I just need a couple of days without rain so I can actually go out there without sinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the way it is here, Peter. Is I get all my tools out there, start digging on the stump roots, start making a little bit of progress, and then here comes the rain, and dang it,
I got a stump out the back that I got to try and get out.
Oh boy, this is a job for me, man. Most of those tree roots are this big, and they're all intertwined together, and they'll come up above ground, go into the ground, come up above the ground, go into the ground. That's why I'm trying to plane it right down below ground level. What a pain in the butt, man.
Well, I got as far as digging the hole around the stump to get at the roots.
Yeah.
That's as far as I got.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a pond.
Now it's a pond. Oh, that's raining. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can't burn it out. I can't dig it out.
Mm-hmm.
And Mark, did you try and straighten up that big oak out the back of your place with your winch?
No, I got to dig out the bottom of it. It's resting on dirt and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't know any winch that's strong enough to straighten up that oak.
No,
yeah.
I gave up on that. I broke my winch the other day.
Yeah, you said I heard you say that, but I couldn't type anything because my e-key doesn't work.
Yeah, apparently the wire got bound up on one side of the spool.
Yeah,
It broke off that one side of the spool.
Yeah, it'll do it.
I think it was a cast aluminum or some bullshit like that. Not steel, just cast aluminum, I guess.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. I got a brand new winch here that I bought 15 years ago. I know where it is. I just haven't, put it anywhere. A nice little electric winch, about 2 ton, I think, 1 or 2 ton.
Yeah, I think it's like 1,500 pounds or something like that. But it does good, I just got to get the electricity to it. I've been using a battery. Now I got the jumper charger hooked up to it. Works pretty good.
Well, I bought that when I bought the 4.5 ton truck. And then my mate said, no, you don't need to worry about that. Just put a couple of, and he showed me, you just put a couple of smaller trees on the side and you can roll the bloody log up. I was like, oh, damn. Oh, well. Well, generally when you're felling trees and cutting lumber, it's a 2-man job. You don't do it on your own.
No, yeah.
When you've got 2 men, it's not hard. You just double up a bit of rope, and you can basically you got one guy guiding it, and the other one just pulls it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm not felling any trees. They're already on the ground from the windstorm last year.
I was doing a lot of that with for my sawmill when I first started building the house.
I got
One of these
although
days I get around to doing it again. I am getting low on lumber. So I'm going to have to go and do it.
Yeah, I was busy yesterday cutting firewood. Got a place behind this store that people have been dumping logs and trees and stuff behind.
Oh, go grab it. Yeah, I would.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You bet.
a lot of it, some of it's oak, but they get through a lot of pine trees and.
Oh, dude, pine smells really nice when you're burning it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but it clogs
Not
the
as,
frickin' stovepipe.
Oh,
yeah, I'll do a bit of a mix. Well, put a load of pine through it and then put a load of something else that burns even hotter. It'll burn the resin out.
Yeah, we like burn oak in the stove around here.
Yeah.
Oak.
As I said, we've got cypress here, which is like a pine, and it smells great. And I'll do a load of that when I don't want a lot of heat. Like if I'm baking bread, perfect for making bread. But the rest of the time I'll burn bull oak or bloody ironbark. And the bull oak burns that hot, it'll clear the bloody flue.
Yeah, we eat hickory is best for cooking. Yeah, hickory smoke. Around here,
Oh, yeah.
we use mesquite and stuff.
yeah. I got a whole bunch of cherry wood waiting for
Oh, hell
cooking
yeah.
steaks this summer. Yeah, Mrs. cooked the steaks over the fire, and man, that was some good eating. Delicious last summer.
Dude, I'd be looking at using, replacing some handles with the cherry wood.
Yeah, I've looked into that, and I know that I think I got to paint the ends of the wood with something to keep it to slow the drying down. But what do they use to paint the ends to slow the drying? Do they use wax
Just
or
paint.
something like that?
Just paint.
Paint, just any old paint.
Yeah, just
Oh.
a bit of plastic-based paint. Yeah,
Okay,
that's paint.
yeah.
That's the same as I do with the bull oak here. When I moved out here, people said, "No, bull oak, it's rubbish. You can't burn it. You can't use it." Within 6 months. Oh, that's in the back of your where I've got the taps on the back of the sink. What sort of wood's that? That's bull oak. How did you get bull oak? Like, oh god. You can't do that. You can't do that. Yeah, just watch me. I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Wind gens don't work. Next thing they drive past, they have to come back in. How come your wind gen's going round and round? Oh, because I actually did it.
Yeah.
Oh, where did we get one?
Sounds like a lot of YouTubers out there, Peter. Oh no, you can't. But have you tried it?
No.
No. That's
my point.
One thing that I do to dismiss trolls on my channel, because I got a lot of preparedness stuff and home defense, all that. I say, well, if I'm doing it wrong, then I want you to make me a video and show me how to do it right. Haven't seen one video yet. Not one. Not even one.
Yeah, show me the proof. Very simple. Yeah, you're making a claim. Show me the proof.
Correct.
I've got proof. I've got proof. Well, show it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've only ever heard one guy that was actually honest who turned around and said, "This is YouTube. I don't have to show you the proof. I'm just going to say whatever I want."
Yeah. I had one guy, old Uncle Al, in the preparedness bunch.
Mhm.
You know, I was waxing clothing for rainproofing it. My dad did that in the 30s. And he went out on a tangent about, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. You got to
Sure.
mix alum in with it. And I kept telling him, make a
No,
video and show me how to do it. He got all that information out of a book.
was
That's
it
it.
turpentine and beeswax?
Yeah, I use paraffin. I use paraffin.
Yeah, I got a
And,
couple of kilos of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I took a broad brimmed hat and a
Yeah.
vest and covered it with some of that what do you call it, wax, and went out in a rainstorm. Man, I stayed dry. I didn't get wet at all. But my dad told me he used to do that picking berries when he was in the 1930s. So it's like,
Yeah.
but this guy kept claiming video after video, I got to mix alum with it because some
What?
British. I know. I don't even know where to get alum, for fuck's sake.
No, aluminium sulfate. Well, there's aluminium sulfate, aluminium phosphate, but you want the aluminium sulfate. It's a flocking agent. Why would you put a flocking agent, which
What the hell?
is a flocking agent? It's to congeal all the heavy particles together. Why would you put? No,
I don't need to do that.
no. You want it to be thin and spread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah. But just type in my channel name, Bob942, and you'll see 2 videos about me where this guy in California, an old Japanese guy, claiming that, if you do that, Bob, you'll wind up lighting on fire like some British sailors did in World War II. And I said, of course people got lit on fire on British Navy vessels. It's called a war.
Yeah.
It's called war. Your ship gets hit with artillery, you're going to light on fire,
Dude, there was a big recall of banana boat sunblock over in the US. Why? Because they put too much methyl benzoate in the mix. So when people got near an open flame, they actually caught fire.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's awful.
And what's methyl benzoate? Petrochemicals.
Mm. Yeah. And I make my own candles, emergency candles. I got dozens of them. And I will tell you this firsthand, and I make my own fire starters. That wax will not light on fire unless you put it direct open flame on that wax and hold it there for a second or two. Then it will light on fire. But,
I was a Boy Scout for a couple of weeks anyhow. Well, all my mates got turfed out, so I went, well, I'm not staying here with the rest of these dweebs. I'm out of here.
What's turfed out mean?
Kicked out of the Boy Scouts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got caught sneaking off to the Girl Scouts, or one of them got into trouble because they put a Cubs hat on the top of the flagpole. Yeah, undesirable element,
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, that was stupid. They got caught.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How could that be? Well, they're seeking the attention of females. That's terrible. We have to stop that.
Well, putting the Cubs cap on the top of the flagpole, that was just being a complete bastard.
Yeah, that's all. They're just effing around.
Yeah, making a fireball without the scout leader around. Well, it was just dangerous. Could set fire to the bush. Well, we do it all. We do it all the time when you're around.
Mm-hmm.
We just did a better job. These were city Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
So
excuse me.
We learnt our knot tying and knife handling, and we got our little badges. And little Kevin Avery had badges everywhere.
I never did that stuff. I lived out in the country. I didn't I didn't need to have somebody show me how to swing an axe. I already knew, that kind of stuff.
I went on one camping trip where the Boy Scouts were down the bottom near the river, and the Girl Scouts were up on the ridge above. And I think it was 3 o'clock in the morning. Some of the Girl Scouts came down and visited us.
Yeah.
That was a hard night. Oh, it was terrible.
There's my neighbor's dog.
I won't go into details.
Oh, yeah. There's my neighbor's dog. I call him Rowdy. That's Rowdy Dog.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's the dog that comes and visits you.
Well, here, I got the netting up. He can't come in. There's 2 dogs. One is Luna. She's a lab. She lives next door. And then
Luna's the lab. Yeah.
Yeah, this one I call him Rowdy because as soon as his mom and dad let him off the leash, he takes off just to go on an adventure.
Yep.
I don't know. I can't remember his name, but I just call him Rowdy. He's a good dog.
Well, yeah, they're confined to a small area.
Yeah, that's what dogs do. They go out and run.
Yeah. Mind you, this idiot, I've got, it's 2 kilometers to the back fence, yet she'll go out to the side, to the front and sit there watching the cars drive past.
Doggy TV.
Yeah. But it's like a car drives past every half an hour, maybe an hour. So she'll sit there and wait. And then the car drives past and she watches it. Normally she doesn't do it too often. Her latest excitement is because we've got the grader out the front, fixing up the road. Mm-hmm. First time in a couple of years. She's fascinated. Well, now she's a bit, because the grader's disappeared way up the street, so she can't watch him. No, the dog's got a boring life.
Yeah. It's like watching TV like when cats sit in the window and look outside. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
Jerry Karolchek.
Get a refill on my coffee
because he doesn't know who I am. Yeah, Jerry and I have been saying hello to each other for years now. Yep, we've lost Bob.
You getting a coffee refill?
Coffee or food, man. He's got his breakfast sitting in the fridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, God knows where Army is, mate. We've let her know.
Yeah.
Mark's let her know.
She might have fell asleep. What?
Smart.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
In Hong Kong.
Yeah, I don't know why she does that. She pretty much stays. She's the one that stays awake all friggin' night.
Yeah,
figure.
She's lurking on her own live stream.
Yeah, Maria will get a few hours sleep most of the time, and then she'll do her live. But then, she basically lets Bob, me, Seven Ways, whoever, and then she'll go and fall asleep.
Yeah, that's what I'm here to do. If she's not singing, she'll fall asleep.
Mm. Oh, yeah. I suppose, when she's working until 10 o'clock at night, it's the only time she actually gets to interact with people.
Hey, she went to Macau
I saw that.
Went to the buffet.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed the live part of it.
Yeah,
I'll let that look later, of course.
I missed the live part. I was sleeping myself too.
That's the thing, whether I'm sleeping or working.
Yeah, I woke up and I made a video. Well, how'd that happen?
You didn't tell me.
Well, I didn't want to wake you up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's the beauty of it. Maria and I have arrangement. She won't wake me up. She torture poor fucking 7 ways, but she won't wake me up. Oh, poor bugger, he gets bullied. I love it.
Well, I know.
Okay. See you, Mumsy.
Oh, would Mumsy fall off?
Yeah, she just dropped off then.
She got tired of talking. Imagine that.
Oh, I know.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, go and torture John. Wake him up and torture him. Yeah, no, I haven't been anywhere near John since that Scott character's been there.
What's the deal with Scott?
Not my cup of tea. Definitely not Martina's cup of tea. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. I just got the last part of it. Apparently, Martina got a little upset with somebody and boogered off.
Oh, him again. Same guy.
Scott.
Yeah. Oh, this is an ongoing thing, man. Every time.
Now, what's she been doing?
I normally, when I do go there, I have a look at the chat and I'm sort of going, okay, Scott's up there. I haven't actually caught them both on the live stream together, but I've seen Martina's comments in the chat and I've gone, oh shit. Okay. Apparently he's a misogynist, narcissist. I don't know. Can't remember half of it. All I know is Martina's not happy with him. And Martina's one of the sweetest, nicest people you're going to meet. So it's going to take a lot to piss her off.
Mumsy, can you come back? I wanted to get a recipe from you. You know,
Yeah.
A Filipino pot roast. A Pinay pot roast. Mumsy, are you there? Can you come out and talk to me?
I don't know. Ami you might have to wake Ami up.
Oh,
Apparently Mumsy was talking and we couldn't hear her.
Yeah, I just read the side chat.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Leg roast. That's right. I want a leg roast. Mumsy, can you come to my house? I got a stove down in my basement. You can help teach me how to cook it. Yeah. You don't need a light. You got to keep going in there, Mumsy. Keep going. You'll find the light. Yeah.
Yeah. Join the lurker who ate his own foot.
Well, what's that? Lumpia. We'll make some Mumsy lumpia. There we go. Mumsy lumpia. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know whether you get back up because I think Army's gone to sleep.
Yeah, I think she's snoring.
Yeah.
Paul Mike's been sitting in the background. I don't know whether he still is, but we can't tell. Only Amy can. But Mike's been waiting to come up.
Who's been waiting? Oh yeah,
Mike Saha.
Yeah.
Well, no, somebody's playing with the screens. Are you awake, Miss Army?
Oh, they're talking. The women are talking behind our back, fellas. Watch out now. Watch out.
Oh, okay. That's
Hang
fine.
on.
They're scheming up
Oh.
something.
They're always doing
Yes,
that.
they are, and that will never stop. That's just how the women are.
So
So I gotta worry.
no, don't worry about it, man. If you stress
All right.
about the women gossiping behind your back, if you're going to stress out about that,
Just react.
Mm.
Stay single.
Just react when it comes your way. That's all you can do.
There she is.
There, I'm
Yes.
back.
Okay, Army, fucking hell.
I've been talking to Amy since she's not started the live streaming. She was convincing me, Momsy, can we talk while we're talking here in the messenger? I said, what we're gonna talk then? Everything about in messenger. I said, yeah, come on, go on live. And then when I come in here, I saw this
Mhm.
bloody man. The cannibals.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I think she's got a cannibal thing going on for me.
You are.
I think
Come
she's
on.
got a cannibal
Show me the
thing going on.
lumpia. Show me the lumpia. Made of what is that?
It's going to be made out of you. What do you think?
Ah, made of me. What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think?
You need to eat more rice there, fat.
I
Bob's
think a
off.
little.
You get
I
there.
think you would be delicious with a little bit of fresh butter. Some.
Delicious what?
You'd be a delicious peni pot roast. Yeah.
Go here. I actually have to go there.
Put on
Mumsy,
that magic syrup or something.
Bob's,
Yeah,
Bob's offering to eat you, Mumsy, not in a good way.
not in a good way. You won't know anything about it because you won't be breathing anymore. But yeah, just keep
Popsy,
going.
actually, Bob. Popsy was wondering when I said this to Popsy, that is Bob the cannibal.
Yeah,
Why is
Bob.
becoming cannibal?
What you
I
get? You got to
said-
have. I insist on the proper title. Please let me interrupt you for a moment. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I
no
am a
worries.
serial killer.
A serial
cannibal.
killer.
Yeah, serial killer, cannibal, necrophiliac, lottery winner with syphilis. There's 5 parts to my title. So go ahead.
How do you feel about it with your title? You're proud?
I'm proud, especially the syphilis puts the real creep factor into it.
Who named you that? Who named you
I
that?
did.
I named you cannibals. Yeah. Because the moment you said, "Oh, Momsy, you're delicious," I feel like, oh, it's a cannibal.
A little fresh butter, some silver swan soy sauce, garlic. Yeah, you're gonna be a big old pot roast. Leg roast.
I was thinking
I'll
a bit
be-
of
Bob,
turmeric as
imagine
well.
that, I'll be shrinking, Bob. I'm 53 already. And then once you put me in the pot, oh my God, probably you cannot see any more inside the pot.
I would
Slow-
suggest some turmeric and some apricot jelly as well.
Oh, sounds good. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do a bone-in pot roast with a little bit of carrots and potatoes or all around. Yep. A peni pot roast. Yep.
Yeah, you need that turmeric to mask the gamey taste.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, the apricots will sweeten it up a bit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Apricots. That's a nice touch. Yeah, that would be delicious.
Apricot.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, while you're talking, I was listening. You have very interesting topic. Men are totally different from the women. Men
absolutely.
have more sense. You are more sensible if I'm listening to your topic. Yeah, that's why
Absolutely. Yeah.
I was so quiet
Ah.
while when you mentioned about that you are going to show me your dungeon. Yeah. Yep. And then
Mhm.
you said to me that, oh, Momsy, I'm gonna cook something. I started to cook. And I call this
See,
I'm
Bob,
worried.
the sausage.
I got my first fan. I got my first. She's in the first one of my fan club. My cannibal fan club.
Club. Oh.
Yeah,
So you're becoming famous now.
I hope so.
Everybody wants to become famous here in YouTube. That's why
We're
you
talking
need
about we're talking about raping and eating bodies, and somehow
Huh?
we're more sensible than women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that work?
Yeah. That's why
Okay.
men are created special. We are just came from your ribs. Yeah. Women. Men, you are totally designed, molded properly.
Right, there we go.
Do you believe in that?
Yeah,
Well,
that's what they say.
God made man, and then He made woman. So man is special, yes, but
Men, and
woman is also
I
special.
don't, and also besides in the family, yeah, in a relationship,
Yeah.
men should be the one on the top.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I don't understand why women right now are becoming the head of the family.
Yeah,
Look, I
because
like
people
women.
are
I
weird.
don't
That's a
understand.
big part now. Big problem that the women want to be tough and manly, and
Exactly.
men being
woman
effeminate,
on
women
top.
being masculine. That's a big
I
problem.
like a woman on
Men
top
being,
occasionally.
Yeah, ride 'em
yeah, he's
cowboy.
talking about the sex now. That's
Yeah.
different. But that,
Yeah.
in character, in the West, especially, you have a lot of women that are not natural women. Okay, but that's the
Well, I
way
like
of
them
the
on
world.
top when I've been out fencing all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
just don't feel like doing the effort. No, you get on top this time. Okay.
Mhm.
Done. Easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the
Yeah,
only time
but
a woman gets on
uh,
top.
in terms of the hierarchy, the male is the leader, and the woman. Should
Yeah, that's
be
how it is in my
subservient and
house.
submissive.
Yeah, I'm the head of the house. You know,
Yeah.
the wife handles the money. I'm the head of the house. I make the decisions.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
that's like when we go out on our once a week date night or afternoon, whatever it is. She says, "You choose," and I know that. I've been doing it for years. You know, I'll look up a restaurant or an event to go to, and I choose.
Well, it was a very
You
clever
make
saying years
men.
ago. The man is the head of the family. The woman is the neck.
Yeah, yeah. She bends the head. Hmm. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. It's like
Excuse me. Man is the head of the family, and women is the mouth.
well, in my house,
Yeah,
in,
did
in
you
my,
get that? And we
and
have two mouths.
when my daughter was a teenager, we were sitting down at the dinner table one evening, and I said, "I am the king. I am the lion of this house." And my daughter, when she was a teenager, she said, "And Mama's the lion tamer."
Exactly.
And I looked at my wife, and I looked at my wife, and my daughter burst out laughing. I was like, "What's going on here? Are you two conspiring?"
Oh, yeah. Wicked good.
Yeah. Huh? You two conspiring against me. Oh man.
Rebellion.
Hmm.
Can't have that rebellion, Bob. Put him in the dungeon. Put him in the basement.
Put them in the basement. In the basement.
Come on, Bob. I want to see the basement.
Oh no, you can't. That's very secret. You're only able to come directly to here, and then you can get a tour of the basement.
Yeah, right now it's hearsay. We don't want to put evidence out on YouTube.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, Bob just PM to me.
I might show you my new meat saw one day, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'll do that. Cuts nice thin cold cuts, for sandwiches and yep.
Oh, the slicer, little circular
Yeah,
saw slicer thing.
yeah.
Yeah, they're,
Yeah,
they're
but-
handy.
Mm-hmm. Put Mumsy's butt cheek and thigh in there and just slice it right into nice thin slices. And
Oh, then you're going to have to watch Fallout. New series
Fallout?
that just came out, Fallout.
oh, haven't heard of that one.
Oh, they got a lot
It's
of
on
good friends
Netflix.
there, a lot of
What
cannibals
is
in
it
it.
on? Is it on Netflix?
I'm not
Is
sure,
that in
mate.
that? What's that? What film?
It was on. Where'd I get it from?
cannot
Yuppie.
watch film like this.
Okay.
I don't watch Netflix or any of the TV stations. I don't pay for anything. I download it off pirate sites.
Oh, Peter, what you like?
Let's see. Let me look on. We
I
got
don't like
Netflix.
advertising.
Fallout, huh?
Yeah.
I may or may not have pirated something in the past, but I've stopped doing it. I don't pirate anything. I pay for everything now. And with buying the right things, it's like an investment. You can buy one video game that's a good video game, and really, one video game should be enough. You don't need 600 video games. It can be good to add some variety if you want it as a bonus, but if you have
Oh, look,
few
buying a
good
hard
video
copy.
games,
I have no problem
if you
buying
have a
hard
few
copies
good
of
video
things.
games, that should be enough. And it's like, yeah, I do watch streaming sites. Now that's not pirating because I'm not stealing the video, but I'm playing it. Like if somebody's hosting it on a streaming site, it's not illegal to watch it. I can take it and watch it, but I wouldn't download anything like torrent.
See, that's where I start having a problem when you start getting charged $5 or $6 to watch a movie once. And then you want to watch it, if you want to watch it a second time, it's another $5 or $6. There I start having a problem.
I
Buy
like
the hard
Amazon Prime because I have it's like Netflix. I
Yep.
pay for Amazon Prime for the home delivery, free home delivery,
Yep.
like free shipping and quick
Yeah.
deliveries. So that's why I bought it. And then after paying, it's like what, 99 crowns, about $10 a month. And that's
yeah.
worth it for me. I got it just for the home delivery stuff. And okay. Then I
Yeah,
figured
I do that.
afterwards, oh, they have like a Netflix-esque site where they have movies and series. Now it's not maybe not as good in some ways as Netflix, but they do have movies and series there, documentaries, whatever.
See, I've never taken advantage of that side of Amazon. I
Yeah,
pay
it's
for the
Prime
Prime, but then
Video.
again, for that free delivery and the
Yeah,
discount.
you maybe want to check it out then because they got some stuff there. Prime Video. So if you have it, if you log into your Amazon on your computer, I can teach you how to access it. You from your Amazon browser, you log in, you can click like My Prime Membership, and then somewhere it says movies and TV or something like this, and
See,
you can go in there. Yeah.
and again, I'm not going to pay for the complete network when I maybe watch one show on that whole network. I've got different ways. I've been doing it for years. I was a computer technician for 27 years with my own business. I know how to get shit.
Okay.
I've got a couple of sites there. They take out the ads. They do all of that sort of stuff. And I just go,
I see
yeah.
they lowered it actually. It's not 99 crowns, it's 59 crowns. So that's $6 approximately, not 10. I think when I
Yeah.
joined it, it was 99. That's my memory. I think it was 99 when I joined it. And now I see that it's decreased. I went to Amazon to check it. It says 59 crowns per month. So that would be about $6. $6. Yeah. It's not
Yeah,
bad.
I pay the same.
It's like
Again.
one pack of cigarettes. It's the price of one pack of cigarettes a month.
But it saves you a
And
lot
I
on
get-
shipping.
Yeah. So it's a good deal. It's not bad. And then plus you get this Prime Video where you got series and movies and documentaries.
They got the
Maybe
bloody
you can call it mini Netflix. It's like Netflix Lite. Maybe you could call it Netflix Lite, I guess.
Yeah, but you got your Prime Video, and then you've got your Prime. There's books, ebooks.
Do they have
Isn't
free ebooks there? I never checked that out.
Oh, I can't remember. I've never bothered. I'm only
Yeah, I
there
haven't
for the.
checked it either.
I get my sugar from there. I get my milk. I get my coffee from there. Saves me driving 40 kilometers to town.
All right. I get my
Everything
vitamins
else-
from Amazon. I get a lot of vitamins there. I buy my. You get sugar. I get vitamin C on Amazon. I get keto
Right.
calcium. It looks like sugar. It's crystal. It's a white crystal powder. If you put two bowls on a table, one with sugar, one with vitamin C, it'll look the same pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's
Only
called the
they're
gas.
completely different in what they do for you. So.
Yeah.
I used to eat a lot of sugar when I was younger, in my 20s. I would put sugar in my coffee, but I got to the point where I quit it. And I'm extremely low sugar now, like less than 10 grams a day. And it's not even like a few amounts on a daily basis. It's 0 grams of sugar a day. And then on a rare occasion, if I buy potato chips, it has maybe like a minute amount of sugar there. Not enough to become addicted to it again. A non-significant amount of sugar. And I don't even think it's white refined sugar in some of these. It says sugars, which is like a nutrition stat or label. So sugar can be fruit sugar, it can be honey, it can be some kind of date syrup. Okay, it's all
Yeah.
sugar.
It could be
White
sucrose.
refined sugar is a different animal. Yeah, it's a different animal. It's a difference. There's a big difference between sugar and
I was
fruit sugar.
explaining to somebody the other day, you've got fructose, which is fruit sugar. You've got sucrose,
Yeah.
which is sugar cane. You've got,
Yeah.
there's so many different types of sugars.
Yeah.
I know. Look, the only thing I have sugar in is my coffee. That's it. But then I don't buy a lot of processed food from the shops. I make my own bread. I make my own everything. There's just certain basic ingredients that I can't grow here that I actually have to use Amazon for. Because I'm not driving the 40 kilometers to town to buy a couple of bags of sugar and then drive the 40 kilometers home.
Well, so I guess you live in the countryside, and you must live in the countryside.
Oh, yeah. I'm way out in the countryside. Yeah. Again, I grow my own food. I got other people that make their own meat. Yeah, they do the meat, I do the veggies. We trade.
Yeah, it was like that when I grew up. Much like that. The only thing we had to buy was beef, pork, and milk. That was the rest of it. We did it
dairy.
all ourselves. Yeah, dairy stuff. Yeah.
We're not in the countryside I've got here. There aren't any dairy cattle. It's meat cattle.
Hmm.
Did have a woman that had a dairy cow, but she went back to the city, so we've lost out on the fresh milk. Damn, I miss that fresh milk.
I was gonna say, bummer, man. There's nothing better. If you're a milk drinker, that's right out of the cow is the way to do it, man. Oh hell yeah!
Dude, I was making everything from it, down to the cheeses, to yogurts, to whatever. Getting hold of that fresh meat, the milk, it was just like, not reconstituted shop crap that they've got now. Oh man, even milk powder. They put soy powder in it. Fucking soy powder in milk powder.
And I see they have Roadhouse on there with Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor, the UFC athlete, in the movie. The show.
Yeah, I watched it a week ago. Really good.
Okay, all right. Yeah, when I went to Amazon Prime Video, it popped up like we have this.
Yep.
I didn't know that. I've seen it on Connor's Instagram. I don't check it every day, but I checked it out maybe once a week. I mean, I check out some people really, but I saw he had. I learned that he's gonna have a movie, and apparently it will be on Amazon Prime. So maybe I'll watch it sometime.
I actually put off watching it for ages because I thought it was just going to be a rip off the original Swayze, but it's not. It's sort of similar, but it's like completely modernized. Yeah, and this guy's an ex-UFC fighter that left the business because he beat his mate to death. So there's a lot more backstory to the new one, which I like. Plus, there's a lot of death, destruction, and mayhem, and things going kaboom.
Random violence is always welcome.
Yes. I enjoyed that. And the lead chickie wasn't too bad either. She was quite cute.
That's what surprises me about my wife, Peter. She's a very feminine lady, but man, does she like those violent movies. Holy cow. Not slasher movies, but fighting the terrorists,
Action.
The bombs go, and they get disarmed and they go down hand to hand, and she likes the hand to hand scenes because she is a black belt.
Yeah.
Oh, good move. It's like you violent little Asian chick. What the hell, you know?
Has she seen every Jackie Chan movie there is?
All of them, every one of them. Oh
I
yeah,
like your wife
oh,
already. Bring
mhm.
her on, Matt. I'll talk Jackie Chan movies with her.
Oh, she loves that shit. Same with Jet Li and all of them, man.
Filipinos loves Jackie Chan and Jet Li. That is
Yes,
our superhero.
yes, they do. There's one scene on an action
Drunken
movie.
Master.
There's one scene on,
Don't bring Jamie into it.
there's four people in an elevator. No, five. It was a man and four women in an elevator. It was one of the Hong Kong movies, and the two leading ladies, the who were the bad guys, by the way, are smoking, fucking hot. No, one's a bad guy, the other one's a good girl, but and they had kung fu moves, and they throw the pistol up in the air and kick it to the other cop, and I was like, oh my god. But I'm just watching for the women. I mean,
it's not far from home.
What was the movie? Rumble in the Bronx. I loved Rumble in the Bronx. It was filmed here in Brisbane, here in Australia.
okay.
Yeah, I was actually on the way to work, and they had that section blocked up, and I said, "What's going on there?" Oh, they're filming a show there. I found out years later that was Jackie Chan doing Rumble in the Bronx in Fortitude Valley in Brisbane. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, she's seen all she knows all the martial arts stars, knows what form of fighting they're expert in and all this stuff. But her favorite is the Bourne series because they use Filipino martial arts. Like when he using a rolled up magazine.
Yep.
And slap, and he takes the ballpoint pen and rams it into the guy's hand. That his teacher was a Filipino guy in a couple of those movies. The close in stuff.
What I've come to realize over the years, I don't care what martial arts or doctrine you use. What makes you a good fighter is what's between your ears.
And being physically fit, that's a big part of it right there.
Yes.
Yeah, don't even start me on Seagal. Oh, the fat man slaps.
Yeah. That guy has to make his own movies because no one else will. He's like an early YouTuber,
Mm-hmm.
Seagal, what an arrogant.
I liked some of his early movies. Don't get me wrong. I liked some of his early movies. But then it became Mills and Boone. It was like change the scenery, but it's exactly the same.
He believes his own legend. Yeah, it's a fraud, basically. It's fake because his identity is fake. Where he's like, his image is he can kick anybody's ass. He can kick 10 people's ass.
No, he can slap their ass.
Out of shape, he can't even jog. Okay, so in movies, like he can't run, he can't jog, he gets tired.
Sure.
So the Aikido presentation he does, it's like the judo class, whatever it's called. Whatever it's a term where it's like run at me and then you like touch them and they kind of do a somersault on purpose.
Yeah.
So
I haven't seen that guy. I haven't seen that guy raise a kick in years. It's all slapping somebody down.
He can. His belly's out to here.
Jean-Claude Van Damme was a legit martial artist. He could knock people out. He could kick people in the head.
Look,
things like this.
And his daughter is becoming really famous.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a daughter that's doing movies, and she's actually getting a good name for herself. I just can't remember what her first name is. She goes by Van Damme, which apparently is not Jean-Claude's real name.
Now he's Belgian, isn't he? Belgian,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But Van is actually a Dutch name. It's the Dutch version of Von. From. God, I watched something about his daughter the other day. So, of course, they have to give you a history lesson on the father. And they rattled off his full name, and it's like 6 or 7 bloody names and words to it.
Oh
Like,
God.
so I filed that away under I don't give a shit. But so about 30 minutes of it was all about Jean-Claude, and then the last 5 or 10 minutes was about his daughter.
So we used to run around with a couple here. She's Filipina, he's American. I worked with him.
Yeah.
And we got our kids enrolled in martial arts together. And I had to educate this asshole because he when he's in the dojo, he thinks he's at a football game, Come on, Justin! Come on, Justin! And I had to take him outside and go, dude.
A soccer bomb.
Yeah, and every time he burst out like that, the sensei would turn and look at him, and I had to take him outside and go, you are not at a fucking football game. He's the master. This is his studio. Shut up. Just shut up. And,
you see, well, we've got football moms, and they will actually run along on the along the sideline, keeping track of their kid, and yelling encouragement at the kid. It's like, seriously? Okay.
But it goes here. What you need to understand. Okay, remember what was his name? Bruce Lee. Okay. Yep. Anytime somebody says, but Bruce Lee. Okay, Bruce Lee had some demonstration videos years ago where he'd touch a guy and fly and knock him 80 yards into the air.
Yeah.
And then his name was Doug. Doug brought that up to the sensei, and the sensei looked at him like, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had to educate Doug on Bruce Lee. I said, dude, Bruce Lee, number one, was a businessman.
He was an actor.
And the people he was knocking with just one tap or whatever, those are his students. 1 + 1 = 2. It was all. Oh no, he could. No, dude, this was all staged. That's why it was on a stage, demonstrating his school. He was advertising his school.
Bob, Ewoks are real. I've seen them on TV.
Yeah. I saw it on YouTube. That means it's got to be real.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, like the poor girl that was complaining that she's got 5 AI fakes running around, and 2 of them are more successful on her own channel.
Really? Oh my God.
One of them is a Chinese company that have taken her image and used her to sell their product.
There you go. Yeah.
And it's got like 65,000 friggin' 650,000 friggin' followers.
Wow.
And it's like, okay. And it's just an advertising channel. And it's not even her. It's not even a real person. It's an AI.
It's AI.
Yep.
Oh God.
And it's going to get to the stage where you won't know.
No, that's what they're aiming for. That can sway elections. That can cause riots. That can do all kinds of government changing in society. Yeah, really. And that's scary. The first thing they came up with, and I shared this video out where they developed an AI voice where they can impersonate anyone's voice that they want. This was years ago. I said, watch out, guys. This is fucking scary shit here. They could set you up. And, I killed her. I raped her. And,
well,
they can railroad anybody they want.
Well, the problem is, Bob, you're already doing that, so deep faking you would work.
Yeah. I'm not a rapist, though. I'll just eat you.
No, you should. Hey, you're screwing the fentanyl zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting their permission?
Well, they kind of drool, so I take that as permission,
Okay.
Yeah,
dear.
I can't. I'm just waiting for the day when the FBI shows up here. All right, show us your basement.
Uh-huh.
I don't have a basement, man.
Go find it.
Yeah, you can look around all you want, you know.
They'll show up, but they're not going to knock on the door. They'll, turn their
Yeah.
body cams off, and,
Mhm.
get one of them big old door slammers, bust
Yeah.
the door down in. Hey, yeah, FBI. That's after they shoot you about 20 or 25 years.
Oh, thanks for the uniforms.
Bam, 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 bam. Please.
I can see Bob's scared shitless now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's after they shoot you 30 or 100 times, they'll announce that they're FBI.
Yeah, I remember my wife said to me, be careful with that. Somebody might believe you. Well, they want to get a warrant and search the house. I think they're going to be pretty disappointed.
They'll get one of them no-knock warrants. Get the no-knock warrants,
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, probable cause. He lives
good
in
way
Seattle.
to deal with that is you have an AK-47 with a drum mag on your bedside table, and if armed men bust through the door and they're not FBI, bang, 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 bang. Okay, so that solves that problem.
I could see the probable cause for the search warrant. Well, he lives in Seattle
Yep.
Yeah. It lives in a
with
good
syphilis
neighborhood,
on YouTube. Yeah.
Why syphilis? Why not gonorrhea or AIDS? AIDS might be worse. Yeah, it would be worse. AIDS would be
Now,
worse.
syphilis sounds more sophisticated.
they'll
Yeah.
let that.
Syphilis, multi-syllable. Creepy. I have
Yeah,
syphilis.
AIDS sounds a little bit simpler, but it's worse.
Yep.
Well, yeah, they did. So South Park guys extended to kill that with their world police or whatever. Everybody's got AIDS.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it's one of the songs on it.
Everyone
But
has
yeah, AIDS doesn't have the.
Your grandma
it's
got
too-
it, and so do you. AIDS. Come on, everybody, we got hell to do.
Hey,
We're gonna break
Mike's seen
down
it
the
as well.
barricades. Everyone has AIDS.
Okay, Mike's seen it more times than I have.
And I can put on a weird accent, like a British royal. Oh, by the way, Percival, did you know that I have syphilis? Would you like to
That's not
Would you
too
like
bad,
to
actually.
observe my syphilis pustules?
Ew.
I can send
Oh,
you
crikey!
I can send you photos of my fetid syphilis pustules.
Hey, let the bloody cream puff in the place. Crikey, mate!
I'd give a cop probable cause to shoot you. Oh, we thought he had syphilis. He was going to touch me, so I blew him away.
Just shout him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Call the attack ruse. Get that pommy bastard out of here.
My fetid syphilis pustules.
I was afraid of his sweat, so I blew him away. Infected.
The problem is that's not too far removed from the truth.
Okay. Let me turn my body cam off first, then I'll shoot.
Yeah.
One of the first backpackers I ever had here was one of those upper class POMs. And he's got a cold. His nose is running, and it's running down his face.
Mm.
And I went out there, and because the little French guy that was out there with him comes in. He says, "Look, can you do something about Jack?" I'm sort of going, "What do you mean? Come out." So I went out there, and Jack's got snot running down his face. I said, "Dude, seriously, you're grossing the poor little French guy out." So
Yeah.
he just blows a big chunk of snot out, wipes it up on his arm,
Gross.
and
Classy
I'm sort of
bastard.
sitting out, dude, no wonder the poor little French guy's grossed out. Oh, yeah, us upper class English, we just don't care about that sort of thing. You know, it's only the peasants that worry about that. That's
Oh,
but that
gross.
not exact words, but the attitude.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
walked back inside. I grabbed the hanky and I said, "For fuck's sake, use that."
Yeah, hand him a rag. Here, wipe your
Yeah.
fucking nose, you pig. Yeah.
But so you're skiting about pustules. You're not too far removed.
But you also got to throw in the word occasionally, fetid.
Mhm.
Fetid. Oh. Yeah, I got this from a guy at Boeing. Carbuncle. Do you know what a carbuncle is?
Yep.
It's kind of it's a really badly infected giant pimple, and he showed me some Google pictures of it, and I go, "Oh, I say, would you like to observe my
No.
my fetid carbuncle?"
Stick your carbuncles up your freaking ass.
My pustules. God. Yeah, I can imagine some FBI agent showing we need a search warrant because this guy's got fetid carbuncles and syphilis and he eats people. Yeah.
What are those pimples called when you get an ingrown hair? It becomes like a big ball of like pus.
My ex-wife.
An XY, yeah. It's like that. It's like a look up a photos of a carbuncle.
I've had that on my balls before, and I dipped my whole nutsack in a cup of rubbing alcohol, and they help dry it out, and they just squeeze it. That was nasty, like you wouldn't believe. Yeah.
Now I've got to ask: is there anybody left? Is there anybody left in the chat, or have you two grossed them out completely?
After that, I stopped shaving my nuts with razors, okay? Because that's how you get ingrown hair. If you shave with a razor, like a blade razor, not electrical, you get ingrown hairs. So if you shave your nuts every month with like normal razors, safety razors, you're gonna get one of those eventually. You're gonna have an ingrown hair.
Yeah.
And it's gonna, that's an issue, yeah.
Both my exes used to get them all the time.
Now they can get real big, so the one I got was big. Okay, so you had to drain it.
It was my first one.
Yeah.
The first one I had. She actually got me to dig in there to try and get whatever was stuck in her leg out. I pulled out this,
Yeah.
and it was this
And
black
the
hair
hair
that was all
becomes like
swelled up.
the hair becomes like a car tire spring with like holes like this.
Yeah,
It becomes
and
like
extra thick,
yeah.
and it
you
was
get
really
the
thick,
holes.
like a piece of wire. I know. I pulled it out. There wasn't much root. When I pulled it out, there was not much of the root system left. Yeah, sulfur powder on that one.
It might be good if the root goes with it, like the what is it called, follicle, so it doesn't start sprouting again. Because if you squeeze it becomes blood, and then it covers up with the coagulation, it might actually keep happening again. So I guess it would be good if you get the follicle with it, so it stops pushing out hairs. Like
Well, luckily around that time, they put out this new invention, the Epilady vibrating spring.
I remember those. Yeah.
Yeah.
My sister got one. I'll just pull them out with an Epilady on her legs, and she regretted that. She said, "I can't use this. It hurts too damn bad."
Yeah.
It was either that or ingrown hairs with my first wife, so she used the Epilady. And then we discovered, we can do home waxing.
Yeah.
But once she learned how to do waxing, she just did herself.
Mm-hmm. My wife doesn't even need to shave her legs or anything. She doesn't have any hair on her legs.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm a guy. I don't have a hairy chest. Some guys have a hairy chest. I don't grow hair on my chest. A few like stray ones, but
I do.
Have
But now,
the back and the chest hair.
but now, Mike,
When I grow a mustache, it grows mostly on the chin and the mustache. It doesn't grow a lot on the sides. For me.
that's how mine used to be.
Yeah.
That
Not
might be
anymore.
genetic.
I've got a full beard from the bottom of my eyes all the way down. You know, I always have.
Well,
I
I like
started
it because it's
shaving.
easy to shave. It's like two places to shave mostly. Primarily, it's
Yeah.
like here and then here. So it's
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
here.
I gotta shave my
Yeah.
ears and my nose and stuff. Get the
Yeah, I think with
Yeah.
age, like 60
three,
plus, you
three
start
inch
sprouting
Uh,
hair in your ears. I
nose
think.
hairs. You never know.
I don't
I
know. My
just love
dad
the
has
really
got.
extra
It's
long,
like
thick ones with
I think
eyebrows.
most men I've seen that are like 60 plus or 50 plus, they have ears,
Yeah.
ear hairs. So
Yeah,
it might
Yeah.
be
I,
age,
That happens.
every
same
once
age.
in a while gets.
Your body just goes, let's start growing hairs out of ears. Okay. The
That
body's like,
happens.
hey, why don't we start growing hairs in new places? Okay.
You're
It
only,
falls.
you're only
It
young.
falls out of your head and then it grows all over the rest of your body.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind
Yeah,
of
you're only
yeah.
young, Mike. You're only
Yeah.
young. You know.
Let me
You
get a
got
coffee.
three
here,
old
folks.
parts here. We've gone
Yeah, I
through it
hope to
all.
be able to. I hope I'll be able to live long enough to grow hairs in my ears. I consider that like a prize, like a medal. If I can make it that long, that'll be good. It's good to live long enough to start having some age-related
Yeah,
I'm
stuff.
64 and I haven't got the ear hair yet. The nasal hair that just gets plucked out as soon as I can peel one.
I don't pluck mine out. I trim them out. My ear hairs, I'll pluck them out.
My
But I
nose,
used to
I
be
got a
like
lot
Mike.
of hair growing from my nose though. So I'm 34 and I already have like a lot of hair in my nose. So I gotta
Well,
cut that
start
all the
plucking
time.
now, Mike. Start plucking them out now.
Okay.
Especially those
You mean
really
it gets
thick ones
worse?
because they're attached to the back of your head. But I used to be like you. Yeah, I could only grow on the chin and the mustache. I had
Yeah.
patches either side where no hair would grow, and then it gradually filled in.
Okay. Maybe I get it after 40 if I'm alive then. I get it after 40 maybe start coming on the on the cheeks here.
Yeah, that was about it. Yeah, about 40 that those sections filled in,
Uh-huh.
and then when
And I
they did
remember
fill
when I
in,
was a teenager,
they were white.
I feel like starting to shave made the facial hair grow faster. It's like once I started getting a few like baby hairs here, and I started shaving it, then like all of a sudden it started growing real fast. So I think
Oh
the
yeah,
time
shaving
of
will,
year made it
yeah, shaving
grow
increases it.
more. Yeah. Yeah, cut leads to growth. Getting cut.
Well, I leave my facial hair grow until it gets itchy, and then I use the trimmer and carve it down. I don't do the shaving. I just use the wild clippers.
Yeah, I do the clippers every once in a while.
Yeah.
Shaving's such a pain in the ass.
I like my chest hair. I've got no back hair. Yeah, what was it? My son, his first missus, used to wax his chest. I said, why the fuck is she waxing your chest? You've got 3 freaking hairs. Oh, she says they're really annoying. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh man, talking about gross, man. I used to have this employer I used to work with. You know, it was her lady. She had hair on the back of her frickin' on her back, man. Shit.
Okay.
Gross.
She was a keeper.
She wasn't even a looker, man. She was
She was Greek.
crazy.
Well,
And she's a black lady, but she had hair on the back of her, on her back and shit. Damn, I said,
That's odd. Hell, man, you don't see a lot of Negroes with a lot of hair.
I guess that could be
Till
the
they're old.
testosterone, maybe black people, even women,
she
have
might
more
have been in her
testosterone.
mid 30s or early 40s, man. But
Yeah, I remember hearing that
Yeah.
black people, like a black man has statistically 10% higher testosterone than the average white guy. The average black dude has 10% more testosterone than the average white guy. Now that might be a myth, but I remember hearing it somewhere. So running with that, maybe black people have more testosterone even than women, and
I
that's
heard
why
they
they
got
have
an
the
extra
hair.
muscle in their leg or something too.
Yeah,
About that.
yeah,
Look, testosterone thing's easy to work out. Their culture, the man is supposed to be manly.
uh-huh.
So psychologically, they behave more manly, and they develop and testosterone flows.
Yeah, I think a
Also,
lot
could
of it
be
is
diet.
genetic too. Yeah, diet and
It could also be
genetics. Yeah,
diet. But
yeah,
come on, look at most of the white city guys that you know now.
yeah,
Simp extreme.
yeah. You have a lot of soy boys, as they call it, like little
Oh,
sissies.
that's right. You use the term soy boy. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the new term,
Americans
like evolved.
Americans say
Yeah,
simp.
yeah, like the
Yeah,
sissies.
we used to say soy boy. Now they say simp. I don't know why, but
Okay.
But simp is more about behavior. It's like when men white knight for women and kind of submit to women. That's really the simping to me. What that means. It's like, oh me, I'm sorry. Like, am I allowed to sing on your piano, oh me, please, or something? That would be simpy behavior. Understand? It's kind of like you groveling before women too much. Like, it's a difference between polite. Nothing wrong with being polite, but
yeah,
kind of
that's
like
yeah. I agree.
bowing to women and like treating them every woman like you're the slave or something like this. That's kind of simping. Or like a girl is like, hey Mike, why don't you, and like you take like you let a woman boss you around. That's simpiness. I had a friend of mine recently, and I stopped being friends with him because a woman made him his simp. So he's like, the woman on a panel like this, only there were people there that don't like me. So the woman didn't like me, and then she's like, you're gonna have to kick Mike from your stream because she's got a problem with me. And then he's like, oh, all right, am I allowed to do it? Like, can I have him? That so it sounds like he's kind of submitting to her. Now the guy is not like a pussy. It's just that he let it happen. So that's nothing about his testosterone or his personality. It's just that he let it happen. Meaning, a strong man like me, I could also choose to be like act like that. Understand? So it's like a choice. So hopefully he stop being like that.
You learn as you get older. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I've always been an
Now,
asshole.
yeah. Now with my girlfriend, I do argue with my personality, and I'm kind of like sweet and soft to her, like gentle, kind of like milk toast. Like I'm more milk toasty when I'm talking to my girlfriend. Meaning it's like I sweeten up to her because she's like a gentle, sweet little girl. So I feel like it's like the light touch is better with her.
Well, I had a good idea earlier. So instead of when the girlfriend starts chatting while you're trying to watch TV, instead of putting a
Okay.
pillow over her head or telling her to shut the fuck up, I can use the squirt bottle on her now.
I thought it
So
was
I
use
am
the what?
getting more gentle in my older age.
Use the what?
Okay.
Squirt bottle, like I do on the
Oh.
puppy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I thought that might be worth trying on the next girlfriend.
The only thing
Yeah.
only thing I change when I talk to my wife is I watch the cursing. I'm
Yeah.
that
But
is
it's
upsetting
kind of
to
the
her.
same thing. It's like you gotta kind of adapt a little bit. Like with your
Adapt
wife,
a
you
little
can't
bit,
be
but
like
I'm still the
with
man of the
boys.
house. I am the
Of
man of the
course, yeah.
house, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, it's funny that women will not respect you. And what I'm trying to say is, like when I'm
Exactly.
hungry and she'll be sitting on the sofa watching a Jackie Chan movie or whatever. Woman, I'm hungry. Well, I'm get in there.
Yep.
And she gets that little smile, like, okay,
Yep.
you know, that's what they want. They want a man to be a man, you know.
Yeah.
Get in there, you know, in the kitchen you go. Remember that even you can be deported, missus.
Oh, I just tell them they can go over my knee. Then they
Yeah.
usually get cheekier, so they can go over. They want to go over my knee.
So yeah, I've done that. Yeah, I've
I'm
paddled
going to
the
reward
butt
you for
before.
bad behavior.
Mhm.
Right.
I've done
Oh
that.
well, it's a bit of fun. Bit of
That
fun.
wound up in a good round of passionate, sweaty sex, you know.
Yep.
Yep.
Hence my point. It's all good
Mhm.
fun.
Yep.
Well, instead of using a spray bottle there, Peter, I thought maybe you use a plastic bag, heavy duty with a little bit of duct tape around the neck.
Don't you start with your kinky stuff again, Mark.
The dog
Zip
I got
tie.
that
collar,
idea
like the
from
whip.
Bob, man. Shit.
Mark is
And the
supposed
dog
to use a
collar and the whip.
a
Paddle.
zip tie
Yeah,
around
a
them.
paddle.
You just a zip tie around that plastic bag. God damn.
No,
Get modern times, not tape, for crying out loud. Use a zip
got that
tie.
new gorilla tape, coming out. The extra strong.
Let me introduce you to a couple of my exes there, Mark. Yeah, I'm sorry. That just creeps me out.
No,
I
man.
need. No, you're going to choke me harder. It's like, why aren't you? You've lost interest. Yes, because you're a sick bitch. Fuck off.
Yeah. My wife responds to that choking stuff. That's when I find out about joints and pressure points. I found out a long time ago she ain't going for that shit at all. My thumb's going in the wrong direction like that quickly. It's a survival thing.
It's like that. Yeah, my ex, ever since she watched that stupid 50 Shades of Grey shit, ever since she read the books.
Oh, okay.
It was a series of 3 or 5 books, and once she'd read those, she wanted to try out all this weird shit, and it's like,
I've
no.
never had a woman ask me to choke her before, but I've had
No.
a woman want me to pull her hair. Okay. And
Pulling the hair, that's a common thing. That they like that.
That's normal. Yeah, that's a matter of domination. Yeah. That mine likes being manhandled, not hit, but manhandled.
And I feel like the ponytails, man. Serious steerage there. I love the ponytails.
Mine likes it when I just grab her and throw her on the bed. Oh, she just fucking loves that, man. That's being manhandled.
Oh, hell yeah! And you get abused if you don't.
Yeah.
You haven't thrown me on the bed in ages. Oh, shut the fuck up. Okay. Fucking women.
What happened to that to Mumsy? I was didn't. God damn it!
She bailed again.
Yeah, she's in the back. She's
her and Army are probably giggling.
Yeah, probably.
giggling, talk to Army, thinking of devious things to do to Mark. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How do we watch a Mark? I think I need another coffee.
Yeah, shit. It's actually sunny out today. I'll be up. I got big old twist drills out there, and I'm hollowing out a block of wood for plant another rhubarb in there.
All right. Yeah.
I had bought a 3-inch.
I'm just waiting for that news section.
The news? What?
Oh, the news section. I fenced off a section out the back.
Oh, okay.
Of the chicken area. That's going to be the cabbage area.
Okay.
But it's a swamp. So hopefully, I've had yesterday was no rain. Hopefully today I can actually get the rotary hoe in there and loosen it up and shape the beds. That's my excitement.
Yeah, mine's hollowing up out a block of that cherry wood that was rotten. I tried a 3-inch Forstner bit, but it's just not safe. It just grabs and bounces and stuff. So
there's a technique of burning.
Yeah,
you'd have to look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, I've thought of that, but I've got all sorts of hand tools, and I'm just starting up with pilot drills up to like a 1-inch drill bit, and then working holes, and I'm gonna chisel out the wood and plant a rhubarb in there. I was kind of disappointed I wasn't able to use the Forstner bit, but The pilot on the Forstner bit is tiny. It's just not
Oh.
long enough. If it was this long, I'd be able to use it, you
Yep.
know. But because I got one of those big 1/2-inch drive chuck drills, when you got a pilot, it's just maybe a centimeter long, maybe a few millimeters. That doesn't work. It just sucks. Very disappointed in that tool.
Just drill a shitload of holes and get a hammer and chisel in there.
Well, got the chisels. I just took the hammer and chisels out there.
I like them. I like to buy tools and stuff on Temu. You got cheap tools.
Man, when you get to my age, you've got more tools than you know what to do with.
Oh, I
Except-
got a whole garage full of them.
Except when you get one job and it's like, I haven't got a tool for that. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I had to buy a whole new set of tools for the tractor because tractors are different. I've got metric, I've got Whitworth, imperial and metric.
Yeah.
Standard and metric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, the tractor uses weird shit. And of course, it uses bigger stuff. So I had to go and buy bigger sockets. And you
Yeah.
can't buy a set, you have to buy the individual sockets.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Oh, hell yeah.
I worked on heavy equipment before I went into the Air Force. I used to have all that stuff, all of it. And, well, I welded it together to make a big steel box out of it. But because I'm not going to work on heavy equipment ever again. And none of my kids are mechanics. So I was like, well, use that steel, weld it.
I should point out the first tractor I bought when I came out here was a John Deere.
Yeah, they're fine as long as you got a John Deere dealer near you. You know. Yeah. Good luck with that. Mm-hmm.
Fully imported.
Yeah.
A set of 6 seals, brass seals, which are basically 6 brass washers. $240.
Yeah.
So I rang up a supplier that I knew back in Brisbane. I said, okay, I'm looking for some brass washers. I need this dimensions. And he says, well, I've got the brass washers. All you got to do is a millimeter bigger in the center, drill that out, and you're
That's
done.
easy. Yeah.
$20, and that was shipped out to me.
Yeah. That's the thing about John Deere and Mercedes-Benz is a lot the same. Same with Volvo. You've got to buy just their stuff. There's no. I learned that in diesel engine school that, all the older mechanics, diesel mechanics, would always say "fucking John Deere."
Yep. Yep, that's me. Never buy another fucking John Deere.
The Japanese farmers I worked for in the area where I grew up, they all ran with International Harvester, but some of them had John Deere.
Yeah.
Not the Japanese, the whites, but International Harvester, you could get replacement parts right in the hardware store. Nothing special, nothing fancy. But John Deere, fucking John Deere. My first inclination was in diesel engine repair school. They showed a Cummins diesel and a Caterpillar engine, and the parts differences was like each diesel engine has got a sleeve inside the block for each individual piston.
Yeah.
John Deere, all the sleeves are welded onto a big sheet of steel.
Yep.
And it was like, so you'd have to pull all 6 cylinders out of the engine to be able to work on it. Instead of just having one bad piston, you'd have to replace everything for all 6. It's like, what the fuck were they thinking?
Well, I sold the John Deere off. I bought a Ford,
There you go.
and I've never been happier.
Yeah,
The main ones here we've got is Case, Massey Ferguson,
those two.
and the Fords.
Yeah,
Hey, BK's in the house. Going on BK.
Oh,
There were-
BK. G'day, BK.
the Fords we had here in the U.S.
isn't it?
were made up in Canada. Is that the same ones that were brought into Australia?
I'm guessing so.
Probably.
I'm guessing so.
Yeah.
Usually blue and white.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah. Always. Yeah.
The Indians. Hell, man, you look at any of the Indian farm videos,
Yeah.
there's always the blue and white board.
Yeah.
Man, and the oh my God, they impressed the hell out of me. They've got the arse end of a tip truck. They've made it into a big ass trailer, hooked it onto this little 40 odd horsepower bloody Ford tractor, and they filled it up full of bricks or overfilled it full of bricks. And this tractor's pulling it along, no problems.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, some of the stuff the Indians do with their Fords, it's like, holy shit! If they can work those things, I want one of those.
Yeah.
Other than I keep putting a hole in the radiator, it's a great tractor. I've got to find another. So, I was talking to somebody the other day, and they said you put it a round cowling on the front, so that way you've got more chance of a stick instead of going straight and going through your guard. It'll slide off to the side. I like that idea.
Like a cow catcher on the front of a steam engine.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I get it.
Because there's a blind spot right in the front, and it comes up over the blade. Just one small stick can go through the bloody the mesh that I've got.
Yeah.
Flip in between the holes and go into the radiator.
That's that one.
Yeah, I've done it 3 times.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Look, I think I'm at the stage where this is the last repair I'll do on it, and then I'll have to buy a new radiator.
Talk about 3 steps forward, 4 steps back. Get all set up and you're out there working, and now you stop. Oh shit.
Pain in the ass. And that's all I need the tractor for now is it's a bit of clearing, post hole boring for the big fence posts.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
And I do need to buy a slasher.
What do you mean by a slasher?
Oh, it's a giant mower that you put on the back of a tractor.
Oh, okay.
Brush
Yeah.
hog.
Brush hog. Yeah, that's what we call it here in the States, a brush hog.
Okay. Yeah. So and that's all I need to get. I think they're about 1,500.
It's worth the investment. I was watching some of your videos last night, Peter. And yeah, brush hog would be advisable for your property. Yeah.
Well, now I've got a lot of the smaller trees cleared, and I've increased the water holding of the land. I've actually got grass. Now I'm complaining that I've got too much frigging grass. Within a couple of months, it's 3 feet high. Hell, man, there's sections out there that a pinhead get lost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you got a brush hog, knock that stuff down.
Yeah.
Do that for a couple of years, and now you've got good
Parkland.
fertile soil coming up. Yep.
Yeah, parkland, man.
You know what I did yesterday was I emptied out my mailbox of all the junk mail, and I dropped it into that big. Everything I do is small. That big blender, turned it into paper powder and threw it out in the backyard. That's what I did yesterday.
Yep.
I'll run it over with my mulcher and food fertilizer.
Yeah. Everything goes out in the garden.
Same
If it's-
here.
Cigarette butts go in the garden.
Yeah.
It's like, but they're ugly in the garden. I said, can you see them in the garden there? No.
Well. Oh yeah. Yesterday too, I bought a big gallon glass jar at the supermarket with a spigot on it, and wife hands me a head of cabbage that was starting to go sideways, and she goes, "You want this? For the compost?" I said, "Yeah." Okay. And I filled up a glass jar, and it's sitting on the deck right now, making it into compost tea.
Yep.
Cabbage, dandelions, all that grass, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
I remember.
Yeah, wow, I got a big one now. We got 2 of them set up out there right now. They're fermenting. I love it when you see a gas bubble go bloop. So,
Well, I've got half a dozen 44 plastic 44-gallon drums out there. Unfortunately, they don't have the screw top lids,
oh, okay.
which is a pain in the butt because otherwise I'd be using those for that.
Hmm.
Ah, well, but then probably wouldn't. No, I probably wouldn't. Most of my rubbish goes, if it's edible, it goes to the chickens or the dogs, and anything else I'll put as mulch or I'll burn it off and I'll spread the ashes.
Same here.
And
I do the
tin
same
cans,
thing you're doing, Peter, but just in a smaller, Yeah.
Yeah, tin cans I used to use as pots for growing plants in.
Yeah.
But then I don't use a lot of tin anymore.
Yeah, I go to the secondhand stores and buy kitchenware, drill a drain hole in it, and that's my flower pots.
Mm.
They look
Plus,
nice. They look nice. They work, but the kitchenware I can't let it sit outside during the winter because it'll freeze and shatter.
Use empty coffee containers.
and glass jars get recycled about 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is the lids just don't seem to last very long. They tend to they'll rust on the outside. I recan stuff. Okay, I've got massive amounts of capsicum. Okay, they'll go in the jars. Seal them up. All good. But I can't get replacement lids. Wish I could. Every now and again, I get
You mean like Kerr and Ball canning jars? Is that what you're talking about?
No. Just the normal. You go to the supermarket, you get a can of pasta sauce.
Yeah.
Right? I'll reuse those.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that didn't sound healthy there, Mike.
Oh.
Big loogie, yeah. And I'll reuse those, but you can only reuse those 3 or 4 times.
I'm surprised you could hear that. I don't know if it's using the headphones.
Even the glass is kind of thin on them.
Yeah, all the way over in the kitchen.
I noticed
so my
that
microphone's gotta be
putting the
real
glass
high.
jars
Right.
are thin.
Your acoustics, Mike. It's your acoustics.
Yeah. So this is the living room. I'm all over the kitchen, and then I did
Yep.
like a hot nap, so flame like okay. I didn't think you would hear that. So now I gotta know if I need to take a leak. I gotta close the door to the bathroom because it's
It's all right, mate. We're dudes. We can handle it.
I can handle it. Yeah. What do you think about some decorations back here, guys? Like some skinning knives and bone saws, or
A couple of hatchets. And,
yeah.
Mark's got his rifle behind him.
Well, I got a shotgun right there. But
Yeah.
yeah, Mark's got his gun right there. Yep.
Mark's old school there.
Yeah, that's the antique. I ain't got the modern ones displayed.
Yeah. You do realize, of course, that if you have a woman there, she'll put a bow on that bloody deer's head.
Yeah.
No, we can't have that. That's ugly. I want a pretty pink. I want a pretty picture of rainbows and unicorns.
I'm not my ex.
I'm thinking.
I just bought some
Maybe
air
take
gun
it
stuff.
down,
Supplies.
shit.
I bought
As
new
soon as I got
pellets,
rid of her, I
CO2
popped that
cartridges.
sucker back up in the living room.
Oh no, I hate it when they pack up your shit and start replacing it with theirs. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing, Mouse?
I had all this antique furniture and stuff, and she's got all this fiberboard crap, glass,
Yep, had one of those.
aluminum, frickin' junk.
I was thinking to add to my serial killer stuff here. Peter sent me something about the cuts of meat from a human body, and I found some posters. Here we go. A 2-pack of muscular skeletal anatomy poster set, laminated.
Yeah.
17.3 by 22.5. Let's see, I got my tape measure here. So 17.3, about that wide,
Yeah.
by 22.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe I'll order 2 of them. Yeah, I'll put them on my Washington State flag over there. Human anatomy. Yeah, that'll add to the serial killer shit.
Well, if you just move George somewhere else, and you can have the
Yeah.
the psycho killer stuff behind you.
No, see, that's part of the persona, Peter, because there's a lot of serial killers come from Washington State. Maybe I can put the posters that side and keep the seal of Washington State right there. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want to get into trouble for obscuring the flag, though.
Yeah, Grim Reaper somewhere, you know. I mean,
Oh, life-size statue of the Grim Reaper, 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
well, you can get your sickle out, you know. I mean,
Oh wait, I just saw
get
something. Here.
Sickle.
Here we go. Hang on here. Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, that was what my boy bought, a Dalek. Full-size Dalek.
Hannibal Lecter.
And then he got married. I wonder whatever he did with the Dalek.
Oh my God, they do have Hannibal Lecter posters. Holy shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey Mark, do you have a BB gun?
No. I got
What about you, Mark? Or is it just firearms that you have, or do you have a BB gun as well?
No BB guns here.
Really good.
Okay.
I got
BB guns.
I got up at an air rifle and I went, no, no. I don't want to torture you. I want it dead. I want to eat it.
got a shotgun right there.
BB gun.
Oh.
That
Okay.
sucker's probably 50 years old.
Oh, hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
You
It
can
looks
see
like
the
a liver action. It
goes
looks
out.
like a liver action.
Yeah, an old Daisy.
Yeah.
Yeah, old Daisy. He
That's
used to have a
cool.
little medallion here, or his Boy Scout
Uh-huh.
medallion, I think it was. But
Okay, what's the pump action on it?
Lever. Those old Daisies were lever action.
yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
No,
Ah, there you go. Yep. Okay.
I just bought some air gun supplies for my BB gun.
Yeah.
I have a revolver. I like it. The Craftsman Vigilante is good. You can
I
find
got
the dia balls, pellets, not
got
just the
my-
round balls.
Don't you be go torturing raccoons with that, Mark.
I'm out of
No.
BBs, man.
Just
I
get a bit of
ordered,
aluminium
I ordered
foil.
some pellets, the Blue Arrow ones, they're good. 250 Blue Arrow pellets. I ordered that 2 days ago, so I should get it pretty soon. And 10 CO2 cartridges. And what else? 10 meter pistol targets. I ordered that too. Like a 25 or 50 pack of like competition shooting targets at 10 meter pistol targets. Like the paper, what is it called? Just like a paper.
Oh, I don't mess around with too many BB guns. I like my
Now bring out the muzzle loader.
fuck the muzzle loader. I got my 410 shotgun here.
Yep.
It's called a Hondo.
Yeah, still haven't worked out what my 22 is.
Little pistol grip, you know.
Yeah.
That's not my newest rifle, but I like my newest shotgun that I bought. I like this one. It's a pump action.
Uh-huh.
Pump it and let go of the forearm, and it'll go back up.
No good for zombies, though.
So it's spring loaded.
Yeah, spring load. What
You only have to pull it back and then not forward. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just let go and it'll go back up.
Here's my BB guns here. I have 2. It's the Craftsman Vigilante and the Umerex T3 HL50. So this is actually a 50 cal air gun. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, I
Look at
got
the
plans
bore
on.
diameter of that.
Yeah.
Look at
I
how
got
the
plans
bore,
on
it
3D
looks-
printing shit. So
That's a big air gun. See, 50 cal air gun. I think that's cool actually. This is how big it is.
That's a
And then
45
this is the
auto.
big- Now this is unloaded, but it's a vigilante.
That's a 40.
Yeah.
yeah, they're just
40.
replicas.
That ain't no auto, man. That's a.
Yes, it is. Those are 45 auto cartridges. They're held in with a moon clip.
Ah, I
Yeah.
meant you meant the gun. I mean, I thought not the
Oh.
cartridge.
Yeah, that's
That's
a
a revolver, man. What are you talking about?
yeah. These are not Colt cartridges. They're ACP, and they're held in with a moon clip.
Yeah,
I
there's
like
the
to
45
drive fire
auto.
with like just as a fidget. Like I see
Nice.
the Wi-Fi, the air gun sometimes.
Muzzle
It's a
brake
fidget
on it.
gun.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that
Oh,
gun. Yeah,
yeah, what?
What's going on,
yeah, I like
Heffner?
muscle brakes.
Peter,
Yeah.
and that's Mike Saha. Halfwit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is my go-to right here, Mark. You know, got the ACP bullet and a revolver.
Is that
Don't feed jam.
357 or 44? What caliber? is it?
45,
Looks big.
45 auto.
45. Okay.
Yeah, these-
ACP, yeah.
Yeah, these are the bullets right here.
Here's my go-to when I.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
1911.
Yeah.
I made a BB sight for this myself. Like I put a
One
like a
in the
shotgun
chamber.
as a BB.
I'm not even going to repeat it. Bob, read Halfwit's last statement
Yeah,
or second last statement.
I'm back in the basement. Stop pointing that at me.
Uh,
Not pointing it at you, dude. I don't point it at people.
Hey, pointing it at the
Yeah,
camera.
yeah, get back in there. Get back in there. Mhm.
yeah. Ami's probably gonna get a strike. We're showing all her.
Yeah, they're probably going to take this video down or get a strike. Yep.
Yeah, once Mark showed the gun, then I thought I can show mine because if it's gonna be a strike, it's already too late.
Now
Understand?
here's a
So I wouldn't do it. But once Mark showed it, I'm like, okay, I might as well show mine now because if it's gonna be a problem, it's already been a problem. It's already
That's
been
a-
determined to be one. So me showing it's not gonna change anything.
Mossberg 590
Okay.
Yeah. pump shotgun.
You wanna
How
see
many
the
rounds does it
first
hold?
Max?
7 plus 1 or 5 plus 1?
That one's 5+1. I've got
5
another
plus
one
1.
upstairs. It's like 9,
Uh huh.
8 or 9, something
I
like
like
that.
the
on there.
mag-fed shotguns. I like the drum.
Wow.
Not drum, but
Yeah.
just mag-fed shotguns. That's pretty
Here's
good.
my Versamax.
Uh huh.
Versamax.
Yeah, Versamax I got a scope on it. Shoot slugs out of that sucker.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
Holds like
What
8,
so? What caliber is it?
12 gauge. 12 gauge.
12. Okay. I
Yeah,
think the
it's the
410 shotgun. That's a good lady gun for like a wife because it has less recoil. Than
I
the
don't know.
12, so
My
I
little
think it-
Filipina. That's actually my wife's shotgun. A
Uh-huh.
little woman, if you train her right, she can handle a 12
Yeah.
gauge. Trust me, they can.
Yeah, but the training, yeah. But if you just give
Yeah.
an amateur, like a small woman, petite build, a 12 gauge, and
Yeah,
they
you
know
don't.
how to
I would never
stand
do that.
and push
Never.
things, they would go like this, kind of.
I would never do that to somebody. That's really a rotten
Yeah.
thing to do.
Yeah, because they get scared of guns forever. They get like gun shy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I trained everybody in my family. I did.
Yeah, you really have to push into it. It's like you can't be standing. It's like you push into it like this,
Right.
And push
Right.
with your arms forward.
Yeah,
So
you
have
plant
some
your right
resistance.
foot.
So,
You plant your right
Yeah.
foot back and then lean into it.
yeah, like it's like boxing. Yeah, left foot
Yeah.
forward, right foot back, and then you push into it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I remember when I was at the range with my daughter, and she's she's tiny. She's
Uh-huh.
Filipina, and I loaded up one of my shotguns and I racked it and blew. And I said, now put your hand on my shoulder right back there so you can feel what it's like. You know, boom, boom. Then I loaded one shell in it and jacked it. The first few of them, I did it for her. And I said, you know, plant your right foot back, left foot forward, and lean into it. Bam!
Mm-hmm.
So I loaded it 2 or 3 rounds for her. Then I said, now you load it. And then pretty soon, man, she's just fucking slamming them double-aught buckshot, loading it herself, and boom, 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 boom.
She became like a Filipino John Wick, a female Filipino
like that,
John
yeah.
Wick.
But my wife
Yeah.
is the fucking savage animal at the range, man. When I got her that shotgun, and she bought 100 rounds of double-aught buckshot. She went through all 100 rounds. 7 days later, we went back to the range. She went through all 100 rounds of double-aught buck. She had a huge fucking bruise on her shoulder, but went right back at it. Boom, boom, boom. You know,
That's good.
fucking savage, man.
You sound a little scared of her, Bob.
No, not really. She doesn't need a gun to kill me if she wants to. She just use her hands, you know.
Yeah, less messy that way.
Yeah,
You don't get the
quiet. It's quieter, you know.
Yeah, you don't get the splatter on the wall, you know.
Yep. Scary part about her, though, she could fucking sneak a syringe full of whatever home from work and stick me while I'm sleeping, and I'd never know a goddamn thing. Put me to sleep or into a coma or whatever. I wouldn't have a chance.
So I guess she's a nurse then. for
Yeah,
what I
she's in
get.
medical. Yeah, she's a medical
Okay.
professional. Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, I'll show one more that I keep handy.
I just like seeing the difference. Mark the Hunter and Bob the Home Invasion Protector.
Yeah, that's true. But this is a 357 Magnum,
Uh-huh.
and we've got a couple of these, and that's a 357 Magnum right there. It's 5 rounds.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but what I
It hits
did
harder
was,
than a 9.
but what I did though is that 357 Magnum is pretty brutal for the wife because it's got
Yeah.
such a small handle. So I got
Yeah.
38 special plus P's and put them in here. But this one's
Okay.
kept handy. It fits my wife and my daughter's hands, like a
Yeah.
glove. But you see how my hands are fucking huge, so
Yeah, I got
But-
big hands too.
I keep this one handy also. But I went through too much insanity in the last place that we lived with all the junkies trying to get in the house, and I've never let my guard down again. I never will.
Yeah.
I keep everything handy. I got a pistol or a rifle in every freaking room. Just
Same here.
I
I'm
keep
one of those.
a knife on me at all times, but I'm not allowed to have firearms in Sweden, so I gotta stick to the melee and air guns. Okay.
Here's my carry, man. I carry everywhere I go. It's only just a little 22 mag and shit,
Uh-huh.
but
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
you
long-
can fuck
got
somebody.
a
You,
long
you hit
barrel.
someone in the face with that, they can die. You shoot them to the cranium, it can penetrate the skull. Within 20 yards for sure, you can get through the cranium, like into the brain. So headshots are.
it's so lightweight, man, and it's so small. You don't even know you're having it. But it's called an Earl.
One advantage
Is that
to
a-
a revolver is you can carry it without a safety, and you're less likely to have accidental discharge with the increased, like the heavy trigger pull of a double action revolver. Like if you're pulling out of a holster, you're less likely to accidentally discharge it. If you have a semi-auto and you have it like one in the chamber caught, if you pull it, if you could like accidentally discharge it. Now with training you can reduce the risk, but
What is that, a 22, Mark?
Yeah, it's called the Earl, made by North American Arms.
Uh-huh.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just a little bitty old thing. It's so lightweight.
Yeah, I looked at some videos
It's
about
got the-
North American arms.
Most of them just
Yeah,
have
some
the
good
short
guns.
barrel on them, but
Yeah.
I prefer the long barrel since
Yeah.
it's more
Yeah.
accurate.
I got it.
But it's not so lightweight you barely know you even have it on you.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
mag, if you
The only complaint I have about this 45 is the weight.
Uh-huh. How
That's
heavy
why
is it? Do
it's
you know
heavy.
by heart?
you'll
It's
know
heavy-
you're
it's
carrying
heavy.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is how I carry my stuff is I use an H harness.
Mm-hmm.
This is my
show the
this
hook.
this is my loadout right here. The revolver, that's for the revolver, 2 speed loaders,
Uh-huh.
5 extra shotgun shells, a water bottle, sharp knife, and an AR-15 magazine.
Uh-huh.
That's my loadout. I live in Seattle, dude, and elections are fucking coming up, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember last time when we had the riots around here. I'm not taking any goddamn chances. But this is a medical kit my wife put together for me. And everything I need is right here, and I've got one just like it for her too. Everything we need is right there. Grab it, throw it on over your shoulders, buckle the belt, and you're ready to roll. This is also includes
The
a
thing about
very
the AR is you can advantage to the AR like the 223. You can rapid single fire. It's like you don't really need a full auto. It's like you can fire really quick.
Yeah,
and it's
this is a really
controllable.
my
You can
wife
really
taught
put
me
click, 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 click.
my
Uh-huh.
my wife taught me knife. I
That's
let
a
her
good
select.
knife. Good
I
choice.
let her select the knife because she's a black
Yeah.
belt.
That's
And
a
we've
good
all of
choice,
our
a
kids.
dagger.
She selected the knives because she trained all of us on stick and knife, and I trained on gun. And
Yeah, I can tell she understands what a good knife is.
Uh-huh.
Because that's the same thing I would have. Somebody asked me, "Hey, Mike, what do you think I should get? What's a good knife for fighting?" I would say a dagger. Get a dagger. A fixed
Yeah.
blade dagger.
Yep.
Can't go wrong with that.
exactly.
Well,
Yeah, they show
Yeah.
the Arnis training is a lot of swinging and stuff, but that's the
Yeah,
art
yeah.
part of it. But if you're gonna go after somebody, you go underneath the ribs, underneath,
Yes.
and you stab them. So you
Yes.
fucking hit them like a Singer
Also,
sewing
with the
machine.
frontal stab here, you want to go under the chest plate. So if you draw like a 10 centimeter circle, you put your hand on your belly button. You can
Yeah.
enter in the
Yeah.
torso that way at an upper
Yeah.
angle to get the heart.
Mhm.
You don't want to hit here because you got the bone here. So you want
Yeah.
to hit like in the belly area, roughly at an upward angle if you want to get to the heart there. From the front.
well,
then.
I'm sorry.
Like
I'm
you
not
said,
going to
from the
live
sides.
anywhere near either of you two boys.
I'm actually a very peaceful man until you try something, but you've got to start
yeah,
it.
same here.
I'm
Yeah,
going
I
to walk
don't get
away.
into fights. I don't try to get into fights. But if somebody wants to
I'm not-
fight me, I'm ready
Yeah.
for it. Like I'm
I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the area that you live in that you feel that you need these weapons.
Not feel. I
Well,
do need.
even if
I do
lived-
need
no
them.
matter where I lived, I would have them. That's who I am. Meaning, no matter where I am, I want to have weapons. Okay, it's just like an instinct.
Well, the thing that people need to understand is, especially if you meet an American overseas, number one, don't insult us. And number two, do not put your fucking hands on an American. We will hurt you. I mean it. We grow up in a violent, very competitive society, and don't put your
Yeah.
fucking hands on an American. They'll hurt you.
Yeah, g'day, Bess. How are you, Bess?
Yeah, but that's in general. That's just human. It's like you
You can
shouldn't be like
insult me,
touching
but
people.
I mean,
Okay, it's just like we
put
don't
your
walk
hands
up
on
and put
me.
your hands on
it's all
someone.
over with,
That's like
man.
aggressive. It's like if you got it to a point where you know someone, but strangers, you don't go up and touch them. It's like they're
Yeah.
shaking hands. You can do that, but you don't
Yeah.
like go up to a stranger,
Wow.
just put your hand on the shoulder, something like this. That's aggressive.
Or even some of my friends, they come up behind
It
me,
really, it really got to you, Bass.
shoulder and shit. No,
Bored with that now.
Yeah.
next thing they know, they're in got a thumb lock on their big. Hey,
Yeah.
See, when I go, yeah, okay, Bass. When I go out, I don't carry anything because I don't feel the need to do that.
But aren't you in Australia too?
It all
No,
stems.
it's not about being in Australia. It's the town. Yeah, it's town life.
Yeah.
Now maybe it
Yeah.
goes back in the
Right.
city now. The city life is pretty shit back in the city. Now.
That's it all comes from the drug addiction in my area, Peter.
Yeah.
100% of it.
Yeah. Oh, I understand where you're coming from. I don't know where Mike is.
Sweden.
My son,
Sweden.
I hear my son complaining about how fucking dangerous it is now,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, it's been 16 years since I've lived in the city,
Oh, it changes fast, boy.
and
Yeah.
I saw the change.
Mhm.
I saw the insanity creeping out into the burbs.
Yeah.
It's still. I like to keep track on what sort of mentality is going on in the city.
I get that. That's intel. Be on the know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I'm sure you'll probably eventually see it where you guys live. Is that the addicts reside inside the cities, underneath the bridges and wherever else, and then they steal from the suburbs.
Yep.
So that's the situation that I'm in. They don't live near here, but they steal bicycles and they'll ride from their little hidey holes, and they attack. They come in to break into your house during the day. They don't come at night. They come.
Well, they think you're at work, So.
Most of the time, they don't come at night because they know you're home. And when you're in the suburbs, everyone's at work.
I watched the old deer. Well, I was off getting parts up in the industrial area. And when I came home, apparently the old deer across the road, she was out the back gardening, while two guys came in and basically left her with an empty lounge room.
With an empty what?
Empty lounge room. Kitchen. I'm sorry, not the kitchen. The TV, the cabinets, the lounge.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And she was maybe 15 meters away, digging out the back, digging in the garden.
Yeah.
And the neighbours that were home saw them and thought, "Oh, she's giving all her furniture to Goodwill. She
Are
must be
you
getting
serious?
stuff."
Seriously, they
Yeah.
saw them and thought she was donating all of her. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Brilliant. That's the same mentality when I moved into this house. The women in this area, I was talking to all of them. We just came from a rough area. I'm going to stay at home, and all the women went, "Oh, that doesn't happen here." I said, "Well, yeah, not yet."
Look, man, I had a mate of mine. He lived just outside of suburbia. He had half an acre of property. And he got a phone call wondering, somebody just came up with an old PMG, an old telecom truck that we haven't used in 10 years,
Yeah.
hooked up to your boat and just drove away with your boat. Do you know about that?
Yeah.
And Cole's sitting there going, no. Then he found out there was an old red friggin' Dodge. And it's like, we haven't used those in over 10 years. So somebody had bought it from the auction. So broad daylight. And the neighbor watched him.
Get this, Peter. Just yesterday, I went to get that big glass gallon jug at the supermarket, and I stopped off at that one coffee shop.
Yep.
There was a guy a little older than me in there was talking about an incident that happened to him and his wife. It was at nighttime, and the wife heard something that said, I think somebody's next to the house.
Yeah.
People are stupid. Okay, this guy's driving a similar kind of a truck, and he climbed over the fence and he approached their sliding glass door and couldn't get in. And then he went around and a guy comes out of the house and goes, what are you doing? Oh, I work for the gas company. And I said, dude, he's a fucking burglar. Oh, no, my wife called the number that's on the truck and they're a vendor for the gas company. I said, are you fucking serious? You guys stood there and talked to the guy who just climbed over your fence, and you're standing. Of course he's gonna lie to you, dummy. You know.
Yeah.
Oh no, he worked for a vendor for the gas company. No, he did not.
My biggest thing is when I started seeing, the new people that were coming in were quite crazy. They'd come in and they didn't introduce themselves, like all us old timers there. I say old timers because we've been there for a long time. No, not the age; it's the length of time you've been there. But we all knew each other. Hell, man, you'd move into the area, you'd introduce yourself to the neighbours, or they'd come round and say hello.
Yeah, that's how it was with us. Yeah.
But some of the old dears went over to the new people and, what do you want? And of course, the old dears would whinge about it for weeks. But the new people came in, man, and just crazy shit.
Yeah, different set of rules for generations, you know.
Yeah. So it was like, okay, time to get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah.
So I moved 20 kilometers just outside the city limits. It's still suburbia, but and I lasted about 12 months there, and I started seeing it creeping in there as well.
Yeah.
And I went, nah, I'm done. Bought a couple of containers, filled them head top to bottom, moved them out to the block of dirt. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Even when you go to town, there's still some crazies, but they're the usual crazies.
Yeah, it was. I try to behave myself in that coffee shop, but because there was a lady over in the corner studying. Yeah, and there was me and the other guy. He brought up the conversation about being burglarized and all that. Yeah. So the shop owner says, "Hey, can you guys sit next to each other because you're disturbing her studying?" And anyway, then that same fella continued on with, "Well, one time we were there, and we have a sliding glass door on the second floor and another one on the first floor, and the wife says someone's trying to get through the sliding glass door, and there were two more of them on the first floor." And I said, "You realize what that was, right?" "Yeah, I just didn't know who they were. It was called a home invasion." Yeah. Duh. You're dumb, dude. You're the perfect victim, you know. Yeah. And I was telling them to go away. You know, you do that with a fucking axe in your hand, you know. Dumbass. Like, people are stupid, Peter. Like the neighbors watching when they were, like that, Mark. Yeah, you get out of here, you know. Yeah.
Ooh, nice little tomahawk. I like that one. Cute.
Yeah. I made this when it was going straight. I cut half moon out of the top and a half moon out of the bottom.
Yep. Yeah, you can use it for whittling too.
Yeah, made in Switzerland.
Switzerland. It's
hatchet.
Man, the same mentality as your neighbors watching the other neighbor getting robbed. Oh, I thought she was. What the hell, you know? Did you see the neighbor with them? No, people are dumb, man. People really are dumb.
I've had in the 16 years I've been here, I've had 2 lots come in to case the joint.
Yeah.
The first one, there's 3 guys in the car, and they were sneaking in. They were trying to roll in quietly. And all of a sudden, the neighbour's over having a coffee with me at the time, and all of a sudden, he's appeared on one side of the car, I've appeared on the other.
There you go.
The guys have done a big panic. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just wondering if you had a spare tractor tire.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Yeah, I just happen to have a spare $500-$600 tractor tire lying around. I'm going to give you. Fuck off.
Yeah.
And the other one, they panicked. As soon as they saw me coming, they threw it in reverse. Reversed into a friggin' white ant nest, a termite mound. So they would have put a nice dent in the back of their car and got the hell out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't. It's, a third occasion, I suspect, but yeah. Oh, I'm running out. I've run out of fuel down the road. And I said, "What are you driving this car?" My mate lent me this so I could come up and get some fuel if you got any. I said, "Yeah, no, Ian." No. As soon as I mentioned his name, he went, "Oh, you know me." I said, yeah, no, I know you. And I never saw him again, except he was over a mate's place at a barbecue, and I went, "G'day, how you doing? Oh, you remember me?" I said, "Oh, yeah, I remember you."
I remember you. Yeah.
I also know he was the first 3, he was in the back seat of that. But yeah, there's a crew. There was an Ian, a Peter, and
he is.
Forgot the other one. But after a while, they started feuding, and they were taking pot shots at each other across the fence. The other guy moved out. One of them actually got his head chopped off while he was running down his side fence on his motorcycle.
Wow. Oh, my God.
Yeah, somebody struck barbed wire across his track.
Oh, that's hardcore, man.
What's hardcore is his son was on the back.
Oh.
So the son saw it. It missed the son. The son was only small.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the 2 that were left, one of them went to the city, and the other one, he just died of cancer recently. So you get them, man. And it's all about drugs. Yeah, steal shit, sell it, money for drugs. I don't care whether it's
they don't even get that's the price of what they steal is worth. I mean, sell it for pennies on a dollar.
Oh, we have one guy here. He'd take solar panels. He'd take anything for drugs.
No, they used to steal
a lot of the burglars. They're looking for drug money. Yeah, people get desperate. Normal people don't break into houses because there's a lot of risks involved. So it's usually people are like crackheads or whatever they're trying to get, and they get desperate and they start jonesing for the fucking drug, and then it's like they get desperate and start looking for houses to bring it to. So that's a desperate person. It's not people that are kind of like looking for money. There's other things they can do. Okay, so it's like typically people. Yeah, they're desperate. Yeah, druggies, junkies. There's a lot of burglaries and home invasions is junkies.
Yeah, well, we had a guy out here, John Wells, fat guy. Never saw him walking anywhere. Well, apparently, he had a lot of the junkies stealing shit. He'd solar panels, batteries, you name it, and he'd trade it for drugs. That's all he did is he went and got drugs from the city, brought them back out here, and traded the junkies.
I can understand that desperation. I actually, when I was young, I don't do things like this anymore. It happened once. I actually did shoplift. I went in and stole something in the store, and it's like young and dumb. And I had ran out of cigarettes and coffee, and I started getting withdrawals, like nicotine and caffeine withdrawals at the same time. And eventually, I got so desperate, I walked into the store and I just took it off the shelf. I took cigarettes and took coffee, and that's one of these things that I only did once in my life there. But yeah, so I guess this is what, maybe 22 years old. This is what they're like every time. It's like, understand.
Yeah.
So I can understand that desperation, that it gets you so fucked up mentally. It's like you're having withdrawals, and you get desperate, and you do things you never would have done normally. So it's one of these things, a learning experience where it's like I did it once. The cops came, and I got a fine for it. And it's like I don't do things like that anymore. Okay, and I'm a Christian too, so I don't like. You shouldn't steal, but it's one of these things I did when I was younger and dumber.
That's how I carry a knife. Is I carry it this direction rather than up and down. It's underneath the speed loaders, and
I got mine just in the pocket like this because I have a compact fixed blade knife, so it fits in the pocket.
Yeah.
So it's just like straight pull like this, and I got it.
Yeah, just be careful putting it back in, Mike.
Yeah. I like this knife as a fighting knife. This is a utility knife, but it works as a fighting knife. It's light.
Yeah, it works.
I like
Any sharp knife will work. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got a blade that it works for stabbing, and if you keep it sharp, you can slash with it. Now, mostly I would like to use stabs if I needed to use it as a weapon, but it can't cut, okay? So what I like this the Fiskars K40 utility knife, and it's very light. It's lighter than my phone, so it's like Mark's gun. It's like I can't even feel like that in my pocket. It's so light, you can wear it all the time, you don't even feel it. It's super light. Still strong enough. I've used it for impact training, stabbing wood boards and stuff, and it holds up. So I like it. And it's got a big handle. I got pretty big hands, but if you look at the handle, it's made to like really fill out the palm of the hand. It's got the
I had one similar to that.
chopping part.
I lost it. I was skinning a deer in the woods, and I laid it down, and I tried to find it again.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna bounce out of here, guys. Sunny out. I'm gonna go out and do a few things. So
Yeah.
later
Okay.
on.
Take care.
You get
Burning daylight.
you go get that. You go get that cherry tree, George.
Yeah. Later, guys.
All right, mate.
Okay.
Come back.
Take care of your back. And chopping out roots. That's a fucking back-breaking fucking exercise.
I'd like to buy a dagger. Okay, it's like I buy this because it's budget, but I'd like to buy a dagger next. Next time I buy a knife, either it will be another one of these, a second one, or I'll buy a
I got
dagger.
an old dagger here. I put a new handle on it.
So you like to customize things? I do that too. So it has these what the fuck, like washers as a handle, right?
Yeah, it's leather washers, and it's got a few brass washers in between. Some of the
And
leather.
with the bottom, it looks like it's brass at the bottom. You could use that to strike as an impact weapon. You could hit with the bottom of it too, like a hammer attack, hammer strike. Hammer
It's
fist.
got the brass is it's a screw on. Then it's got a little. You probably can't see it, but it's got a little pin that locks it in place.
Yeah, so if you hold it like this, you can the reverse grip. You can obviously cut with it, but if you have it like this, for example, and you can stab with reverse grip, and then from a certain angle you can hit with the bottom of the handle too.
Yeah.
So
This is an old one. It's a US M3 made by Boker and Company USA. Now I've got some bluing and glued the
That's a very good fighting knife.
wheel.
That's a very good fighting knife.
And,
It has a good length to it, good at penetrating with stabs. You can reach organs with it. It's long enough to really get in there.
well, when you stab somebody, you want twist.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you can do that. Just a normal stab will hurt somebody as well.
I want a samurai sword. I've watched The Walking Dead.
Uh-huh.
Samurai
a
The
katana.
black
So much
lady-
better than machetes.
I
I got
used to
about
have
four.
one, but I sold them.
I got 4 different machetes, but hell, man, yeah, I watched The Walking Dead. Samurai sword, so much better.
Well, it's
Yeah.
hard to get a real samurai
Some
sword.
people will get real butthurt if you call it a samurai sword. They'd be like, it's to call a katana, not samurai
I
sword.
know. Katanas and yada yada yada. Yeah,
But everybody
absolutely.
knows what you mean if you say samurai sword. But people that are really like geeks or like really into like the Japanese warrior culture, they laugh at you if you call it samurai sword or something like this. But it is the sword that the samurai used, so it's not wrong. Okay.
Yeah, the samurai is a no, that's a Ronin. Ronin's a samurai without a lord.
Yes. Yes.
Oh no, I've gone through all of that.
I
Either
used
way,
to have a katana, aka samurai sword. I bought it from a collector when I was a teenager, and it was what $150. So this
Yeah.
guy was like an arms dealer, like legally. I mean, he had like a lot of swords, and he was selling it online, kind of like Yellow Pages type of deal. And I went there and looked at different ones, and I bought one of them, and it was a good price. I think $150 for a legit katana. And he had like the ones with the papers
katana?
from Japan. Yeah, I think he had some that were like World War II. You know how the GIs in World War II would bring home trophies.
Oh,
Same as like the Lugers that came to America that he took.
Actually,
I think he might have had a few of those.
they
Like
kept
real
the
legit.
ones off in World War II shorter than the original
Uh-huh.
ones. So all
Yeah.
the army, the Japanese army had not the full length, but they were cut off be shorter.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, the officers would have the katanas or the wakizashis. The officers would have that, not the average infantryman. They would be the officers.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of like a status symbol. And then they would use the banzai charges. The Japs, they would really want to get into melee, so they would be doing these banzai charges. They run with bayonet charges, and then the officers would have the katanas, and they would do that. So one thing you got to give the Japs, they had balls, meaning they were like they when they were in the jungle and fighting, and then they would be wanting to charge the enemy with bayonets, like okay, into incoming fire. So they had that mentality. They wanted we want to get into close combat with the enemy. They weren't like cowards. They're like oh, they're hiding out. They
believed it was better to die in combat than surrender. If you surrendered,
Yeah.
it's against their fate.
Yeah, that's too. If they were in a cave, like the Japs would have cave systems similar to the Viet Cong. So they would have like in caves, and then if the Americans came and they would be like, okay, we're surrounded now, they would go and like cut their stomach up with swords and blow themselves up with grenades and things like this, rather than be captured. So they're kind of different mentality the Japs had. It's like they'd rather die than suffer like dishonor of being captured.
But anyway, I'm gonna have to get off here myself. I'm
All
burning
right.
daylight. Burning
Yeah, I
daylight.
should go
I'm gonna
too.
get nothing done again today.
Yeah, I should go too. I gotta start cooking pretty soon.
because I'm thinking of going back to sleep for another couple of hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so good to see you guys. Take care, everyone.
All right, mate. Look after yourself, mate. Catch you later,
too.
Mark.
Okay, bye bye.
Catch you later there.
Don't
Mike.
snore too loud, Miss Army.
I have to call and wake her up. Hey, your live stream has ended, huh?
Yeah, we've all bailed.
Yeah, we're bailing out on you, man. All right, catch you later there, Peter.
Later, mate.